Dude.
Vibing.
Damn, what the fuck am I looking at right now? This StreamYard looks all sorts of fucking... What the fuck? New scenes? Yeah. Demo scene 2, demo scene 1.
Wait, we're live. Don't give away my secrets.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I just went live right before you do it. So, how's everybody doing out there in Streamland? Let me stop playing.
Right.
Oh. So tonight's topic is conspiracy theories.
Alright, wait, hold on. I put on the fucking... Alright, new headline just dropped. My pronouns.
New pronouns just dropped?
Yeah. Or, fuck, that's not how you spell it. There we go. Xi Jinping.
We are big chilling.
Big chillin', big droppin', big drillin'.
So what do y'all want to discuss first?
I don't know.
I mean, you brought up the fucking moon landing and shit with me earlier. I don't know your stance on it. I'm pretty solidly saying it happened.
That's only because everyone I talk to except for boomers say that. And I agree.
Except for boomers say it happened.
Yeah, most boomers be like, it didn't happen. It's a lie.
Why?
Stop. I don't know. Boomers be like, question everything except for
they were those people were born in a time before they were allowed to deny the Holocaust. You know, Oof. So that's what they have to stick with.
Fair. Hard hitting, starting off.
Okay, I realize, yeah, that's a bit of a bomb to drop. Though I'm not a Holocaust denier. That probably puts me up above the rest. Not above, but aside from the rest of y'all, I imagine here.
I mean, I'm also not a denier. I'm a questioner.
I see. Okay. I get what you mean by that, bro, but I'll be honest. It kind of has the same vibes as like, I don't drink juice, but I will drink the liquid extracts of fruits and vegetables. You know?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, man. How are you? Oink, oink. Oh, damn. Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Did you have fun on CT stream, Bumpkin?
I did not.
You didn't? What?
It wasn't that fun, no.
It wasn't fun. Yeah,
very low energy.
I had an internet outage the first time I tried to do this stream.
That was a message from God, bro. He was trying to protect you.
Yeah, because we were talking about JFK and everything. I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. They don't want you to know it was the Irish.
That's my thing. I think we were wrong all along. I think it was the Irish.
Exactly.
I'm okay with this line of thinking.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I wonder why.
What are you talking about? I have no reason to believe this besides it's just factually true.
Factually
Of
true,
course.
they say.
So true.
They also starved themselves.
So true. Whoa.
Oh God, man.
man.
The things I'm gonna have to question for, bro, at the pearly gates. I swear to God, they better not bring receipts, dude.
Lord's
Like,
gonna be like,
and one time on a stream, you said, "And they starved themselves," then laughed about it. Then you laughed about it. I'm like, yeah, just drop me through the comically large trapdoor now. It's okay.
not the
It's
comically large trapdoor.
I keep getting told the only reason I'm ever going to hell is because I say GIF instead of GIF. So like, the
Oh, for
moment I
sure,
write
yeah.
something,
I
like
mean,
I'm gonna be
that is
completely
fair.
clear otherwise, but then I'm just gonna call him Jod instead of Josh, and then it's
Jod.
straight to hell.
Yeah, I would send you.
Jod. Really?
You'd get sent for that one.
Jod.
That would be for sure what would be happening, bro.
Jod.
I'm sorry, Jod. Just click.
Be gone.
Click.
Well,
Which
straight to hell, no parole.
which saint is at the pearly gates again? I forget which
Saint
one
Peter.
it is.
Michael
Yeah.
or
No,
Michael or
Saint
Peter, I can't
Saint
recall.
Peter.
Saint
And
It's
guess
Peter.
what? Saint Peter's Irish.
Ah!
He's gonna,
It's so over.
Yikes!
It's okay, laddie. Everyone can be a little bit retarded every now and again. He's just gonna flame you while going over all your transgressions.
It's so over.
And God's gonna be like, you know what? I kind of wish you would have just said Jod at this point.
Oh, Jod.
Oh Lord.
Ching ching chong chong bing chong chong ching chong.
Oh man, I made something I want to show y'all. Production quality. Hold on. It's so loud. Oh yeah, no, here it goes. Turn into the stream, y'all be able to I actually shared it. It's some cool messaging. What's up,
We can't even see the comments in the back chat anymore.
no, you can't. You're not allowed. It's not for you.
Hey! Hey!
I mean, to be fair,
I bring up the production value. Thank you very much.
you do, Mom, you do. Nah, but to be fair, like the only issue that I see. What's up? What's good, Vanta? What's good? The issue that I see with streaming right now is gonna be CT. Like everybody who's bigger than me is live, so we're gonna have like negative viewership right now.
Well, Vanta chose to come over here instead of CT stream, so.
Maybe we'll get some more people in. But I mean, I'm trying to drop the link for Vanta, but I'm being a bit slow. I'm a bit low energy. I had some fuck shit happen today. My job interview went well, at least.
Based.
Well, I think it went well. I'm not exactly sure yet. But
You just gotta apply the Orthodox Riz and you get in, bro. Don't worry.
oh, well, apparently I don't have that Riz. I'm a liar, but we ain't gonna talk about that here.
Damn. It's over.
Oh man.
Tonight's gonna be a chill evening. It sounds like I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight trying out the new stuff in Rust while you guys play, so.
What's
Okay.
new in Rust?
They're the new wipe is dropping. They're adding being able to pretty much have chicken coops and breed chickens.
Why the fuck are you fucking playing Rust, bro?
Oh my god.
Especially the fucking chicken update after the fucking administration said, "Oh, the fixed egg prices, farm chickens in your backyard." Fucking Great Leap Forward shit.
We're talking about a video game, sir.
I know. We're talking about both. Just
What's up,
God.
Yo,
Vanta
lads, what's
with
good?
the
What's good?
say
What's
the
good?
14 words.
Wait,
I feel
what?
like that's a callback to it. I feel like he was listening into a specific Twitter,
Bro, I need the 14 words from 10 years ago, bro. It's old school. Old.
Oh man.
because there is this specific fucking guy that came up to troll CT, right?
Okay.
And he was claiming to be KKK, and I was literally just screaming at him like, "Say the 14 words!" I was like having a schizoid moment, bro. I was having like a schizoid moment because he's like, all National Socialists, blah blah blah. They're all N-word lovers, blah 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 blah. The only true racialism is the KKK, and I'm like, my brother in Christ, there are like 2 KKK members left, and one of them is a federal agent. Like one of them is a federal agent.
Not even like a federal, probably like their intern at this point.
And
Yeah.
Like, yo, can we trust you to do like?
Good.
Can we trust you to do like basic OPSEC? Spend like 5 months with this fucking Downey in the KKK, and you know, if you pass that, we'll let you do other shit.
Ooh.
You know.
What's up, Wicked?
Man, I heard you gotta eat a dirt cookie to be in the KKK.
I mean,
What?
well, I
Sure,
mean,
bro.
that's not the topic of the stream today, but yeah. I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm confusing it. My bad. I meant FBA. My fault.
FBA. Don't get me started. I'm gonna chimp out.
So, so, what happened over on CT's panel with Porsche? Well, not Porsche, but you and what's her face? The AI broad.
Questions to ponder. Is that the one?
Yeah.
So initially, like before CT chimped out on her, Be Brave was on the panel, and he's talking about CT showed up like these Sudanese women who look like fucking aliens from Xenomorph, ugly women, right?
Uh-huh.
And then CT was like, oh look at these beautiful women, and then Be Brave was like, oh yeah, they're exotic, they're interesting, and I just chimped out because I said exotic. So hey, Mr. Old White Man, so you see the African woman as like some animals, like in a zoo, exotic. And then Gimpy just came out of nowhere, like he called me an alien. He's like, oh Vanta, be quiet, you alien. And I said, shut the fuck up, you Jew. And as soon as I said that, I got deleted. Boop. Out.
Damn.
Delete. And then
CT kicked you out for that?
Sorry, what's that?
CT kicked you out for that?
Yes, as soon as I said the word JEW, bounce.
He's getting bug broken by YouTube. That's all.
I can't get it. I get it. He's trying to look after his channel. I get it. But for Gimpy to just come in, like I was talking to Brave. I was like, Brave, don't speak about African women this way. And then Gimpy just come out of nowhere. Hey Vanta, you alien, shut the fuck up. And I said, hey Gimpy, you Jew. And then I was gone.
Man, you're finally feeling the white man's burden, dude.
Bro, I felt, I get it. I fully get it. I'm like, okay. I see how it is.
It's okay to talk about every group
Right.
of people on this planet besides one.
Because Bumpkin, imagine if that was 111. If I said, hey, 111, you Pajit shit skin, it'll be okay. Everyone will laugh. Ha ha, very funny,
Yeah,
very funny. Ha 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 ha.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, look, Bumpkin. All I know is that Gimpy would look great in a suit with that yellow star on it. You know.
Oh my lord! All right, we're moving on to the actual topic. All right.
Okay.
So the real question is,
What I
right?
say? What did I
No, no.
say?
You didn't say anything. You didn't say
YouTube.
anything wrong. We're 14 minutes in. Our AI overlords are gonna be like, no, no.
By the way, also, you want to know a little secret? You
Huh?
want to know a good secret?
What?
After 2 hours, right? After 2 hours, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Oh
The
yeah,
algorithm doesn't pay attention.
yeah. It doesn't care.
Just maintain a good energy for 2 hours, and after that, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
on.
We're 15 minutes in, and,
Okay.
and that's already dead.
We're
All right,
15
boys,
minutes
let's
in
wait
and
for
we're
2
talking
hours.
about
Let's
yellow
go.
stars. Let's move on. Why are
Why are we this way?
But yeah, so
most
Bumpkin,
diverse amount of races?
I finally understand Bumpkin. Bumpkin, I get your point now. I fully understand.
Yeah.
God damn.
It only takes 1 ounce of censorship.
Yeah.
The Somali begins to hate.
I mean, Somalis naturally, we already hate the African Americans, but now this is like confirmed. Like, yep, we truly hate
It's
you,
like,
but
you're gonna convert back to Islam just so you can call up a jihad, aren't you?
I'm gonna pretend to be an Arab. I'm just gonna call him Abid. Abid means slave in Arabic. I'm just gonna call him Abid.
Oh my
Slave.
lord.
Yeah.
So,
Slave bastard.
I got a 2-minute
I'm
video.
good.
This is free stock footage, so it shouldn't get me copyright smacked.
Let's go.
Hold on. I gotta fix it for you guys to be able to see it as well. So give me 1 secondo here.
But by the way, congrats on your subs are going up and up. So yeah, just keep it up.
Yeah,
Keep
no,
streaming.
I'm
Have
trying.
fun.
I'm trying my best here.
Yeah.
I do know that when I even made the comment, like the bigger channels are when they're streaming. I know my views are gonna be lower, but you know what? I'll get there. They earned it.
Yeah. You know what? And Detroit, you guys, Orthodox,
Huh?
truth be told, man, you guys know CT. He kicked me off his show like a year ago now. I'm sure he wouldn't care if I come back on nowadays, but I guess he didn't like a Mexican talking about well, calling a spade. No pun intended.
Mm. Well, I like CT.
Yeah.
I understand because I'm an avatar that I'm not gonna be able to be up on every show,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I value my anonymity because I come from a region of the internet where you have to be not a rat yourself, but you have to have some level of like psyop and psychopathy to just survive in it. Because
Yeah.
they'll come to your house and they'll fuck with you. And
Right.
like
Well,
I'm from the South. I'm from Georgia. We have stand your ground and castle doctrine. And I'm just saying,
yeah.
like I keep it. I not only keep that thing on me, I keep the big thing.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
this is my thing though, McBumpkin. This is my problem with it. If he's such a free speech advocate, then what's the problem, right? Because at the end of the day, McBumpkin, I'm in a position, right, where I can't show my face. If I could, I would. But hey, when you're calling out the people who annoy you, look it up in the dictionary. The people that annoy you, you can't speak out against them. You
Mm.
know, the I'm not even gonna go into that rabbit hole, but that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean, McBumpkin?
Why are you calling me McBumpkin?
He calls me McBumpkin
Isn't that your
because
name?
he always
He's
calls
like
me.
your McDonald's fucking meal. McBumpkin.
Isn't that your name?
I thought you called me McBumpkin because I said I was like
No.
I'm just like Bumpkin because you if Bumpkin's not on the panel sometimes you still call me McBumpkin.
No, I know you're Muslim guy. I know you're the Shia.
You're a Muslim.
I know you're the Shia.
Yeah,
But I'm
the
talking
Shia.
about I'm talking about isn't that your name, bro?
Alright, so
Bumpkin.
Orthodox guy.
I'm just joshing Bumpkin. Relax. Take it easy.
Bumpkin's like, I am playing games. I do not care.
I do not care
Then why did you
because I was just curious.
oh well because you're a Mick.
A Mick. That's Irish. Bumpkin Irish.
Oh wow!
Oh, bumpkin. You potato, bro.
Oh, I am not a Mick. I am not a Mick.
Ah,
I am
you
not a Mick.
leprechaun.
Hey, look,
That goes
Vance,
contrary
look.
to what he was just saying about my great potato famine.
Well, Vance, look, I may not know much, Vance, but I know an Irishman when I see one.
I am not Irish. I am not Irish.
Wicked. To be fair, Bumpkin is not Irish. I can tell from his physiognomy. He's not Irish.
Oh,
I
could
am
tell.
Anglo
could
and
tell.
Scottish. I am
I'm,
Anglo and Scottish.
I mean,
I'm
that's
around
just
plenty
Irish
of
with mountains.
Irishmen. I'm
Shut
around plenty
the
of
fuck
Irishmen
up.
myself.
He's a pudgy mudblood. He's a pudgy Celtic Anglo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
Celtic, right? Mick.
Oh, my
No,
Lord.
no, no. There is a difference, right? Right. I might be, Gallic. I might be a Celt. But I am
Gaelic.
not-
Say Gaelic. No, don't say Gaelic. Say Gaelic.
You mean
Say
Gaelic?
Gaelic.
Gallic. It's Gallic. It's Gallic. It's Gallic. It's Gallic. It's Gallic. It's Gallic.
Alright,
You're about to make me reach into my Tony Soprano. All right. It's Gallic. It's Gallic. Okay.
What is
Fuck
Dragon
off.
Ball Z? Gaelic gun. What you on about, bruv? It's Gaelic.
Alright,
Yeah.
so,
Fuck you all.
Yeah, he
Call me a fucking Mick.
But Bumpkin is Gaelic.
I like
and
you, Bumpkin. I respect
and
you.
and
It's all just
he's
fun.
a Gaelic, and I'm an Aztec warrior.
fair.
You
Alright,
know
so-
why it really does get under my skin to call me a Mick, though?
Why?
It's all
You know why,
Caucasians.
Ursula.
It's all white men united. Under
You know
one-
why it gets
one
underneath
flag.
my skin.
Oh, why?
A Mick. Mm.
The blood feud between the Irish and the Anglo goes deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on a
Well, then-
genetic level.
Bro, go
wow.
go learn about the IRA in the 80s and 90s. It's dirty.
Well,
Dirty
Look,
beef.
Look, bro, the IRA music goes hard. All right.
well,
No.
The
It-
Anglos
it-
dominate the Irishmen. The Anglos dominated them, right?
Orthodox. I almost got blown up by RA bomb, like in my area when I lived in the 90s in London. We had a
Damn.
bomb scare. We had to actually leave our whole area and move to the other side of London because there was a bomb scare.
I
Like,
can't
oh
bring
shit,
myself
IRA.
because like they were probably a bigger detriment to the Irish than anything the Anglos were doing. Like they were willing to like a big thing they got like and a kind of hidden controversy in between all the bombings was them reigniting a lot of the drug trade in the north, including towards kids.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why we had the what's it called? The Black Sunday, Bloody Sunday agreement,
Look.
where it's like peace between England and Ireland.
You know how I learned?
No more.
You know how I learned of the dangers of the virtue signaling white woman?
Mm.
When I was in
Love.
school, I used to draw a lot, and one of my favorite subjects was the IRA. And like I literally
Mm-hmm.
I literally drew a picture of a shamrock with two AKs, and it was like,
the-
and I was like, God bless the IRA, and it was all stylized, and it was like a top and bottom, and like
What
my teacher took my drawing and was like, my husband's British. I was like, I don't care. I live in the South. Like, I don't
Damn.
fuck your husband, bitch. Give me my drawing
Fuck your
back.
husband.
Like the fuck.
Nah, that bad bro still here in the UK. Like Sinn Féin from Ireland versus England. Like, yeah, we remember.
It was actually funny. There was a time in my life before I actually, traced my ancestry and all that, where I thought I was majority like Scotch Irish and thought there was very little Anglo DNA. I should have been able to see my facial structure and realize that wasn't true, but whatever.
You have the football hooligan phenotype.
I really do. That's okay. And
Listen,
that's okay.
Orthodox. Bumpkin has the JD Vance meme face.
I hate you so much for that. I hate you so much for that.
I can see it.
I'm never fucking recovering from that. Ah!
Well, when I saw that meme, I was like, yeah, that's Bumpkin right there. That's Bumpkin. Look at Bumpkin.
I'm
That
never
is-
recovering from
That
that,
is
bro.
mean.
I have something to say. I'm not sure how. Okay.
That is
Oh, Lord.
mean.
You know,
Yo,
people have told
and
me I look
you know
I
my
look like
you,
Leo
you're my
DiCaprio, man.
Caucasoid brother. It's so
You know,
freaking.
Bunkin, people have told me that I look like Leo DiCaprio.
Neil DiCaprio.
I get it all the time, buddy.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, sir. Identical, even. I
You're
don't see it.
identical to.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I get it all the time, but I don't see it.
You're
I mean,
you're actually
do you
not
know-
Hispanic. You're actually Irish or Italian.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm Mexican descent, all right.
I don't know, man. If you look like Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah,
You know, I'm actually a giant Mexican. I'm 5'11".
giant Mexican. That's scary.
That-
Sounds like a
5'11"
movie.
as a Mexican is like you're like
It's huge.
that's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm a
huge.
giant.
You are a Chicano super soldier.
Yeah.
Like
But like I tell Og,
Chicano Zilla, bro. It's
but like I
scary.
tell but like I tell Og Bumpkin, I always carry my 9mm on me, so it's like I'm 7 feet, you know?
Nice. So the question of the day, right? Did
Yes.
this happen? Is this footage real? All right, let's
Okay.
watch it and let's see.
At 15 seconds, guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4.
I'm already leaning towards fake. Look at those CGI explosions.
0.
Michael Bayfield. Michael Bayfield.
We have a liftoff. Liftoff.
Ah, look at the cut. Look at the cut. Feet. Ah.
Shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 30 seconds forward, drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're going to be busy for a minute.
Armstrong is on the move. Neil Armstrong,
Alright, you know what? Now after
38-year-old
reviewing the footage, I
American,
have to change my
standing
answer
on
from
the
earlier.
surface
Maybe
of the
this is
moon.
fake.
Bro.
on this July 20th, 1969.
That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Why did he stammer? Why did he stammer? Hold on, why did he say?
It's a beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of United States. It's different, but it's very
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
beautiful view. Isn't that something?
If me, you, Bumpkin, Wicked, any of us like right here, like if we end up on the moon, we would be stammering, we'd be stuttering, we'd be shook, we'd be scared. I can't believe I'm on the moon.
Not me.
These motherfuckers sound confident, and they talk direct.
I don't know.
Bullshit.
Neil Armstrong was stammering when he's like, he looked like he was captivated by his landscape.
I don't know. He recovered real quick. Like, yep.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I feel like I'd be
Pause.
cool as a cucumber, you know?
do you ever not troll?
Bumpkin, that was funny. You know that was funny.
I know it was funny.
Also, can you like go back to where the planet Earth, like the view of the planet? That shit, bro. Are you telling me some N-words, white N-words from the 60s went to the moon with Apollo, whatever it's called, Apollo something? They had the tech of a Super Nintendo. And they end up on the moon, and they took a full screenshot of the planet Earth from the moon directly. Like, oh, look at the planet. Oh, look at Earth. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
With Super Nintendo technology.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
bro, don't you have that experience? Like when you have to like save a Snapchat without them knowing, you fucking like take your Nintendo DS from 20 years ago out. You know?
Bro, my PSP couldn't even grab that resolution all the way from Mars to the planet. Like, oh look, it's Earth. It would come up blurred, pixelated,
In the
ugly.
fight against like people you ontologically hate, anything is possible, and that's what fueled the space race for America.
Yeah, I think so too.
I truly believe that we went to the moon.
You believe it?
Yeah,
Really?
I do. What's up, Tyrone?
Because we have the legacy of all that investment. It's not like the tech just didn't go anywhere. NASA's investment pioneered a lot of the modern computing technology.
How come you didn't go back and drop a second American flag just to prove it? And yet we're back here. Second touchdown.
Well, what's the point? Because Panfusa, when we tried to do the stream earlier,
What's the point? Because you want to prove for
He's talking about
every
something
generation.
else. He's talking about something else.
my internet shit out, right? And Panfusa brought up a good point because he was up here the first time I tried to do this stream, which is lost in the annals of history because it was scrubbed from the start. You know, it was like a scrub moon mission, and I didn't want to go back.
Okay. How come the Caucasoid N-words didn't get cancer with the Van Halen belt, as they call it? The belt that's the bridge between planet Earth and space.
Well, you have shielding on the spacecraft, and you have shielding on the.
But that shit was made out of fucking trash can. It was a shitty spacecraft, bro. That radiation should have got them cancer, and here we are. Well, Buzz Aldrin's still alive.
It depends. It depends on what type of radiation it is.
I mean, it's meant to be pretty effective. Like, it's hardcore.
Well, no. It depends on the type of radiation it is. Because if it's gamma rays, you would need like concrete or water to stop it. But if it's alpha rays, like tinfoil will stop it.
Alpha ray, okay, that's new to me. I never heard of alpha ray. To be fair.
Yeah, no. Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, only beta rays. Sorry.
I heard of beta ray. Beta, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Wow. You kind of walked into that, I'll be honest, bro.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I tell you, they said the Apollo, whatever it's called, Apollo 13, etc. It had the tech of a fucking Game Boy. Are you for real? Game Boy. Not even color. The black and white one.
You got to understand how computers work exactly, which is like, obviously, for making a Game Boy, the same amount of computing that's able to get us to a moon. Because when it's only doing the moon shit, it's only crunching numbers. It's only doing math. And if there's anything computers can do without any kind of issue, it's just a lot of fucking math. Even for simple graphics like the Game Boy, that's not just crunching numbers. That's also creating an image for you to visualize.
Yeah. Through binary numbers to create the image.
What do you think is going to be more complicated in your own brain? Lifting your arm up and down, or how much effort your eye has to put in to seeing the world around you and making that into an image?
I'm just thinking of distance between Earth and the moon. That gap. It's massive. It's huge.
People travel the world all the time, bro. What's the circumference? I know the moon's around 238,000 miles away. What's of the Earth?
And we're talking 1969.
Yeah. How many miles is the moon? You said.
Yeah. How far away is the moon?
I'm not sure. Let me double check. If you guys can find out, hang on.
Well, the thing
between
is, you have alpha, theta, and gamma rays, right?
Right. Yeah.
Alpha is the easiest to block, and I believe the Van Halen Allen belt, whatever it's called, is like mainly alpha particles. But I can look it up real quick. But yeah,
so the moon approximately 385,000 kilometers away from us, from Earth to the moon. 385 kilometers away.
We have rockets that travel the circumference of the Earth, and like the circumference of the Earth is like if you laid it out flat.
But also, I'm talking about 1969. Like, I'm talking about 60.
In 1969, you had missiles that could bring nukes across the world already, bro. They weren't always good at their job, and they missed a few times, but they certainly had the fuel to get there.
Yeah. So like. I am a firm believer that we went to the moon, personally.
Yeah, I'm not anti or pro. I'm told to say I'm still in between. I'm caught in between. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. And if America win there, amazing, great, lovely, beautiful, lovely.
caught in the middle with you. With you.
God damn it, Bumpkin, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then you fucking have Sputnik with the little monkey. in a
Hey,
little
yo,
rocket.
we need reparations for that fucking monkey, dude. They
Whoa.
fucked that monkey up, bro. That monkey died.
Yo, those Russians didn't go like, yeah, here you go, monkey. Go up in the fucking space. Fuck off.
Yeah, go up into the atmosphere, will you? Thanks. Imagine being the monkey, bro. Like, not knowing what's going on. You're getting strapped to a rocket ship. Fucking getting launched into space.
Yeah.
Imagine that
Maybe
poor,
it's karma.
Imagine the poor dog. The dog
Aw.
that is forever lost in space.
But you know that's such a cockazoid response. Like, oh, the dog. What about the monkey? No. We love the dog. Goddamn
Yeah,
white
dogs
people.
are better.
Yeah, the dog honestly sounds like a snack to me. I'll be honest.
Wait, are you Chinese?
Look, I'll keep most of my thoughts on them to myself.
You took hot dog literally. Like, I love some dog. Ugh.
I mean, honestly, I don't find myself necessarily opposed to eating a lot of animals as pets because I know in Southeast Asia, dogs are less like funny pets you keep around and more occupy the same position in society as rats.
What is going on, guys?
They're a
Welcome
menace on
back
the
to
street you tell your kids to keep away from.
Yeah.
You know,
I
at the end of the day, it's an animal.
I have
Like, when I went to the
uncles.
Philippines for a bit. I ate chicken hearts, and
Ugh.
frankly, it wasn't that bad.
Actually, you know what? All right, let's get into the nitty gritty of animal consumption. Have you had a brain sheep?
Never had one.
Sheep brain. Sorry, goddamn, I'm retarded. Sheep brain.
Sheep.
I haven't had sheep brain. I have had the chicken brains as well as their heart,
Mm.
but I haven't gotten to try sheep brains yet.
Oh, it's
No.
amazing. Oh, it's lovely.
I know fucking Julia Child, that old fucking cooking show lady, had a recipe for it in one of her cookbooks.
Mhm.
Because I like pointed it out to my mom when I was a kid, and she was like, you can ignore that part.
What about a goat's tongue?
I haven't had any tongue yet, no.
Ah, it's lovely. Mm.
In both senses,
Beef,
unfortunately.
beef
you know?
tongue is better though.
Beef tongue? Okay.
Cow tongue.
I heard that, but I only had goat tongue to be fair with you. Yeah.
But no,
Alright, we have the two fucking complete Westoids in the chat, just like desperately trying to process this.
hey, look, man, I like goat and lamb as much as the next guy.
Mhm.
All right, but see, here's the thing. Back to the moon. Here are their points.
Back to the moon.
Here are their points.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another conspiracy theory with your host, K-Mac Time. Today, we're obviously be looking at the moon landing, looking at whether or not it was actually a hoax, whether or not it was real. I have some kind of cool evidence I want to show it to you guys. I personally am kind of on the fence about this one. It could be real, it could be fake, who knows? I'd like to believe that it's real, but some of this evidence is just kind of, kind of hard to disprove. So it kind of makes you think. But I have a few main points. This is going to be kind of a quick theory, but I hope you guys enjoy. So let's jump right into it. First off is the biggest piece of evidence that everyone knows is that the flag was waving in the video on Apollo 11. Now, as you can see from this picture, and it was actually very, very clear as well on live television back on, I believe it was the 20th of June, 1969. I could be wrong on the exact date. But anyway, it was broadcast on live television, and it could be very clearly seen on television as well that the flag was rippling, like it was blowing in the wind, which is all fine and dandy here.
Here's the thing, right? People misconstrue the point with gravity and wind and like the environment, right? When you have weather patterns on Earth, they're going to affect the way things are, right? Like if you have a cloth and you like are moving it and you slam it into the ground, it's still gonna fall because there's gravity acting on it. But there is no wind there. That's not a ripple. That's literally it falling to the way they stuck it in the ground. Because if you watched on the footage earlier that I showed where they stick it in the ground, they did it at an angle and they went down.
But we saw in the footage where the flag was actually waving, it was going back and forth. Back and forth. It wasn't stagnant. It wasn't like that. Like what we're seeing right now, with a certain dent, the dent
Yeah, well,
you know.
that's the thing.
I'm gonna look this up, but I feel like there's other reasons that a flag can wiggle around, like if you're shaking it around and whatnot.
No. It's
Especially
just by itself.
especially in a vacuum. No, that's the thing because like
Yeah.
it all goes with Newton's law of motion, I believe it is. Like
Mhm.
if you force if something is moving and there's nothing to stop it, it's gonna keep moving forever, right? Well, gravity is extremely low on the moon. Like I think it's
Yeah.
like 1/6 of what it is on Earth. So if you
Yeah.
smack a flag onto the ground, right, it's going to both try to go forward because it's at an angle. So he's doing a forward momentum and sticking it into the ground and setting it up straight. So it's still going to jerk up and follow that motion and then drip back down because there is still gravity on the moon.
Methinks orthodoxy. You might have to find that clip on YouTube. That a short clip of the flag, if it's there on YouTube. Just the planting and seeing how it moves, like, because that's what people say. Like, there's no vacuum in space. How is it still waving? How? Yeah.
I mean, we just said the air isn't the only thing that's gonna. The air and wind isn't the only thing that could cause the flag to shake around.
Yeah.
But that video, when people saw the original video, it was kind of waving for like a few seconds, like back, forward, back, forward. I get when you plant it, there'll be a momentum, like the motion. There'll be a momentum, a motion. But
Yeah, but there's also no
people
wind
think of the
pushing back
vacuum, no
against it. The
vacuum.
only force that's gonna make it eventually go down is the gravity, which is 6 times as weak.
See?
So it's gonna fall 6 times as slowly.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so this is the video where John Young salutes the flag.
Uh-huh.
It's not like doing anything other than trying to fall to the ground because it is attached to the flag. It is attached to a pole, and gravity's still acting on it, and it's still being held there. And like you can tell that the way gravity works and is acting on the object because like it's spread out the way it's spread out, right? When they stuck it in the ground. And the fact that it's still like if there was earth and if there was like weather patterns and stuff acting on it, you would have other forces that are moving it to and fro, and you would have it not just standing there like static. It wouldn't be like it's like I'm trying to explain it on Earth because like it would be a very different thing.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Have you ever played with like have you ever skinny dipped? What's up, Distant
No.
Lights? You've never skinny. Have you ever took your shirt off after you were in the water?
Yeah.
So like you know how when you take your shirt off and it's stuck in the water, it kind of maintains its form. When you let it go? That's kind of how space works with the gravity issue. And because that's why they do a lot of the astronaut training underwater, in pools, in like deep pools and shit. Because that's the best way in water is the best way on Earth we can train for gravity.
Yeah, basically.
Because of the G-force.
Simulating gravity being the acting force.
Right.
And then the second best way is to go up in a plane, in like a big plane like Bob would fly, and you let them do like extreme aerial maneuvers, and that basically takes the force of gravity off of you because you're in a metal box that's basically tumbling through the air.
Yeah, I get it. You have to adjust to any situation, regardless of the gravity. You have to adjust.
Well, see,
regardless.
The ripples in this photograph are fake, right? Because I just showed the actual footage. They said CBS admits it was an animation and simulation. I've never seen that. If you got it, post it in chat because we're getting into the conspiracy theories today. It's an hour in, and we were waiting on viewers and engagement. We were joking around, but now we can actually get into it. I want to talk about the moon, aliens, and even Sasquatches. So, panel, right? I got Bumpkin, I got Dro, I got Vanta, and Wicked. Are you still here?
Vanta's still here. The other guy left.
Yeah, I think he dropped out for a bit. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still here. Don't worry, buddy.
Okay, so
Very curious in the Sasquatch question, by the way.
the Sasquatch question, like I know he's real because he's also a Georgia native like me. No, I'm not talking about Caucasian Sasquatch. But no, so for instance, like let me get the panel's opinion, right?
Mhm.
All right, starting off with you, Bumpkin. Since you're playing games, I want to let you get back to it as soon as you can.
No, you're good.
What are your feelings on the moon landing? Like, as
On-
detailed
on-
as you want to get.
On the moon landing?
On the mission to the moon.
Yeah. So, I genuinely believe it was real. If it was not, then kudos on America for tricking the entire world. Either way. I mean, it's a win in America's book, I'm going to be honest with you. I could really care less. I will say this, though. If that is the case, then, where it was fake, what we know about space travel is completely different. Which is a very bad thing.
All right, Jero, you want to go?
Honestly, like, moon landing itself, like, I don't know as much of the physics behind it beyond just basically layman shit. The proof I have for it being real beyond just it makes the most sense to me. And, you know, the U.S. would probably rather, like, nuke its own population than fake something to have to beat the Soviets. Anything. You gotta admit that.
That is a fair point. There was a
Really?
between us
Would
and
they?
the Soviets.
Yes,
But
they
also
would.
just like, yeah, the legacy of like the technology that we got from space travel and the space race. It's something that still exists. And we can trace it back to directly all the tech we needed to go to the moon and could then be repurposed for military and civilian purposes, you know?
Solar energy, for instance.
Yeah. That technology doesn't just come out of nowhere. And if it did come from something more mundane, then there's no reason to really advertise it as, oh, this came from the moon landing. You could just say it's a Marvel technological innovation, you know?
Well, the thing is, like, satellites, for instance. The fact that satellites exist and satellite communication, for me, as somebody who studied electrical engineering, that proves to me that the moon landing was real. And, like, people argue, well, how did they send those signals to the moon? I'm sorry, Drew. You finish your take, and I'll go back there once you're done.
No, I just about finished. You go on.
So, like, the fact, and Vanta, I'll get you after I make this.
No. Go ahead. Yeah. Go on.
Like, so, like, I love computer gaming, right? And you know when you lag, it's due to latency, like a miscommunication between the servers that's caused by distance and the travel of the actual lights and electricity that make up the internet, right? And these same forces act upon satellites and upon footage from the moon. And, like, the latency, I believe, was 8 minutes from the moon to Earth. So like that latency makes sense because they're sending it wirelessly, and people go, well, why didn't they send hard drives to the moon? Well, it's because the weight to send a hard drive back then compared to having to shield it against radiation. Because here's the thing, radiation destroys hard drives.
Yes, sir.
It destroys computers, yeah.
If you got something to hide from the FBI, throw your fucking computer in the microwave, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Microwave that. Pop! Gone.
Like the computers itself can do their job decently enough as long as you give them a bit of shielding. But if they have data they have to store, that has to sit there. That tends to fuck it up a lot.
No, we can do it now. I look forward to the I think it's Archimedes program, I believe it is, that Trump Trump did when his first term, and we're still supposed to do it. We were still supposed to do it under Biden, but COVID kind of put delays on things. So I think in 2028 we're supposed to go back. I look forward because now we have the technology to properly shield everything. Because the same shielding that you would use in the military to shield from electronic attacks like EMPs and shit is the same kind of shielding you would have to shield data storage devices. So I look forward to a return to the moon because like it is a huge endeavor to send someone to the moon, to send equipment. It costs like $100,000 per ton to send something to the space station. I'm sorry, per pound to send something to the space station.
Oh, per pound. Holy shit.
Yeah. It may not be 100,000, maybe 10,000, but it's ridiculously expensive per pound. And Tyrone mentioned the gas or fuel, whatnot, the Delta V. The thing is, like, when you're the biggest expenditure of Delta V is actually leaving the atmosphere. Once you've reached escape velocity, you're good until you need to change direction and go somewhere else.
You're right. Or come back in re-entry to the planet.
And I'll let you go after I answer this question to Ty.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do believe Nixon made a phone call from land to the moon. I don't believe that what we've seen was the actual phone call. I believe it was an edited phone call because it would have taken, like I said, the latency was 8 minutes. So he probably asked a question, had to wait 8 minutes for an answer. Radio communication, there's still latency in radio communication, distant lights.
It all fundamentally works basically by radio, and like wireless communication works basically by sending a light signal that satellites then intercept and send back to you, that is then translated into that data. You know, so any kind of radio transmission will always go at the speed of light, which is why it's so constant throughout the universe.
Yeah. That's why you can't go faster than the speed of light by normal means. That's where people that's what people forget when they talk about faster than light travel, is it's by normal means. You can there are ways in physics that are theoretical right now, but I mean we've created mini suns in China, and I believe the U.S. did it in Michigan. I think it was either Michigan or Ohio.
Oh,
but,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know about China, but I don't know about US. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, as soon as China did it, the US like buckled down and did it like a couple months later. And then, so like the technology that we have is amazing. We just don't have access to it because one, it's either super expensive, because you got to understand most technology it requires two things to function properly: cooling, which is the biggest issue. And the second biggest is power. So, like for instance, in alchemy, the whole alchemist turning lead to gold stuff. Like we found out that it's possible to actually turn lead to gold.
Yeah, but it works by splitting and refusing atoms together. So at most you could get like a few dozen atoms. It's not viable to do on any kind of industrial or even like singular person scale.
Right.
Well, here's the thing, Ty. I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna let Vanta go. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. No, bro. Speak your mind, bro. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying the comfort. To be fair with you. Yeah.
The thing is, like, the reason that it's so expensive is we don't have gas stations in space. We don't have the infrastructure in space to refuel. So once they launch, they have to have everything for the return and like to get there and the return. So there was fuel in the landers to take back off, because the escape velocity of the moon is 1/6 of what it would be for the Earth. And once you
probably a bit less without an atmosphere, but
it's like, here's the thing. Like, remember when you were a kid and you were playing in water with your friends and you'd push them underwater, and then somebody else would push them, and then you would do that with your friends. That's kind of like moving in space. In space, you have to use so much delta V to get to where you're going, right? And then you have to turn the spacecraft and then use a little bit more delta V to stop, and then you have to be pushed again. Like, it's a very complex and serious thing to do, and I know I'm not doing the best at explaining it, but I do believe through my research, my study in school, I do believe that it happened.
Yeah.
No,
I guess another way I can explain it is
it's not the same as you driving a car. You know how you coast down hills? You know how if you let your foot off the gas, your car still uses its momentum to go? Yeah. That's how space travel works. You don't just keep the throttle on 100%. You pull back on it when you don't need to go. And
I think we can still get something out of the car analogy. Think of it this way. To go back to the gas stations as well, if you're doing like a massive trip over let's say like 20 miles or whatever, or not, no, like closer to 200 miles, driving across country, and you have gas stations along the way. All you have to do is carry your food, and then you occasionally refuel at the gas station. But if there's no gas stations along the way, then you have to bring along a bunch of jerry cans that are also filled with gas, and then you refuel on the way. But those jerry cans are extra weight, which means you're burning more gas than it for the same distance, just because you have to carry your fuel yourself instead of going to a gas station every once in a while. You know, most of the fuel being spent on getting out of the atmosphere and into space is effectively used to carry other fuel.
And I'm trying to say that's why they can't go all the way because of the heavy load.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the buggy, a lot of people, and I don't know if this is your argument, Ty. The buggy was not gas powered; it was solar powered.
Yeah.
Even worse. God damn.
Well, I mean, in space, solar power gets slightly more efficient.
In space, there's no atmosphere that's absorbing the vast majority of the radiation. You know.
So wait, is radiation considered like solar power?
That's where it comes from. Yeah.
Yeah,
It takes the thing that plants do. They take the UV radiation.
Yeah. When you stick your hand in sunlight and you feel that heat, that's radiation.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally, all radiation is heat, and you have different types of heat.
Like when we talk about it in the public perception, obviously we think of radiation as this part of the part of it that's deadly, but scientifically, radiation is all light. You know?
Yeah, the electromagnetic spectrum. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear it.
Yeah.
So, like, scientifically speaking, and like for instance, the reason I keep using water as an analogy, whenever you have a submarine, a submersible, the way that the smaller ones turn, they don't really have rudders. They have jets that will bring in water and it'll shoot it back, right? So you don't just have the initial thruster to like put you the downward force to go up, right? You also have RCS thrusters that will nudge you little pushes left and right. That's why I keep using the analogy for water, because like the way people be like, well, how did they turn the ship if they didn't have fuel? Like there are thrusters in existence that like have gimbals on them and they can move slightly and help you turn to get into position. But once you break free from the atmosphere, there is no wind, there is no weather for you to like latch onto. So it's not like flying a plane.
But there is a current, there's a stream that you could catch, I guess, underwater.
At that point, when you're in space, you don't even have to deal with that.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking from the ocean point of view. I don't know about space.
With the ocean, you have the tides and you have the direction the water will go.
Yeah, the current.
Water is good for simulating where gravity is largely neuter, but it's not good for simulating forces in any other direction.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
The thing about the buggy, they didn't put the buggy together on the moon, Ty. The buggy was already prefabricated.
Yeah.
Like, they calculated all the weight for that.
So I'm glad Orthodox and my other gentlemen here. Like I love that you guys are breaking it down on a more simplified version and breaking that to like a physics and a more how do you call it, like a motion scientific theory.
Just colloquial, you know.
Yeah, like when people say, "Oh, we just have a rocket that has a Super Nintendo technology and just end up in the moon." That's why I'm kind of like, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It sounds silly.
It's like they throw fucking stuff that you only learn because they went into their specific degree at you and expect you to take it on principle.
Right.
And I get why they can get offended about it if you call them unqualified. Because, like, if I went into $500,000 of college debt and someone called me unqualified, I'd be a bit miffed too. I'll be honest. But, like,
I wouldn't be miffed. I'd be downright homicidal.
Yeah, but by the way, just to sorry,
matter the topic, and I don't care like how wacky schizo being skeptical about the moon landing is. I feel if you're willing to come on this panel, you are entitled to a civil discussion, no matter what you have to say.
Straight up.
No, I come with good faith. I'm not here to be silly. Like I actually want to learn. Like how come people say, oh, we had a Game Boy technology for rocket going to the moon. Because to me, when I hear that, I'm like, wait, that kind of makes me lean towards like fake. Because Game Boy, like, bro, we all had Game Boys. Game Boy is like a shitty technology compared to today.
Well,
Are you telling me a Game Boy will take me to the moon? Really?
Well, I mean, yeah. If you have a small computing device that's handling calculations, because that's all a Game Boy. That's all a video game is. It's a device that
Right.
is doing calculations.
It's binaries 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1. Yeah, it's all.
Think of it this way: it's less. Think of it less like what is a Game Boy capable of doing, and more like what is a computer level calculator capable of doing.
Yeah.
Since that's all the jobs it has to do.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, here's the thing, because the technology was rudimentary, it's not even like a Game Boy. All that quote unquote Game Boy would have to do is do calculations. Like, it's not having to run a UI, it's not having to play music, it's not having to show sprites, it's not having to do all this extra stuff.
It's hard focused on one goal,
Exactly.
like hard maths, hard calculation.
Yeah, if you ever really truly want to know what a computer that doesn't have a lot of stuff to do is capable of, get you a Raspberry Pi. I don't know, and I'll explain what a Raspberry Pi is. It is a computer.
No, come on, don't do that. We have Raspberry Pi in the UK. Behave.
Well, no. I'm not. It's not for you. Some people in the Matt chat may not know, and I know they're not.
I have no clue what a Raspberry Pi is in this context.
Yeah, and I know automatically people don't go Pi. Like, I'm thinking about Pi, but no, a Raspberry Pi is a very small device about the size of a cell phone, and it's a do-it-yourself microcomputer. And they don't play video games. All they do is the basic essentials of a computer. They run an AI, they play sound, and they connect to the internet. And they allow you to type, you can listen to music. I mean, the stuff that people can do with Raspberry Pis alone are huge. Like a lot of the wireless vending machines, when they were first put up, they were put up with Raspberry Pis connected to Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah, and when I first started streaming 10 years ago when I was an engineering student, I would actually connect my microphone and do my WigNat, like my white nationalist streams and other stuff on Raspberry Pi, and I would be moving so fast that I would get clocked. My processor would be so fast I would get clocked by anti-botting measures, like on Facebook, on YouTube, and everything.
Damn, I truly feel low IQ somebody right now. I feel retarded.
Well, see,
no, it's fine, bro. There's just certain
No,
stuff.
I love it. Let's go.
Your internet latency isn't just the type of connection you have, right? The bigger and thicker the cord you have, the more data you can push back and forth quicker. But the more processes you have going on in your computer, that also affects your data speed. For instance, me running Streamlabs for the stream, it slows down my internet speed by like 25%.
Yep. I get it, because I streamed on YouTube playing video game. I can tell the bit rate and the speed. I can tell.
Yeah,
it's a bit iffy.
So when you're like, so imagine if Apollo had like a Raspberry Pi, essentially, but like for their technology, because it wasn't a Game Boy, it was just a Raspberry Pi, like an ancient Raspberry Pi. And
but fully focused on one calculation.
Fully focused on one task, which is steering a rocket.
Right.
Or communications, because they didn't have connected systems back then.
Yeah.
They had different computers for different stuff. So I mean, like, so imagine what it's like now that we have computing technology that we do, and the shielding capability. It's gonna be in 4K, Bubba.
And also, do you believe that the whole Raspberry, etc., covered damn near 400,000 kilometers between Earth and the Moon?
Oh,
distance.
There were failures. They had to repair the computers in some cases,
right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, of course. But I'm talking about like the final mission with the human going all the way.
Yes, yeah. I do think, because like you have this one computer set to this one task to do this one thing, and it don't take that. I think it takes how many? Can somebody do a Google search, see how long it took them to get to the moon after launch?
Let me. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to double check. I'll try. I'll Google it as well. Let me double
I
check.
think it only took 24 hours at most. Maybe 48.
So how long did Buzz Aldrin?
They say.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
around
tell
three-
me.
Okay, that's the AI answer actually.
No, I don't trust AI.
Yeah, that's the AI answer. I'll look up from.
By the way, you know, lately I stopped taking Google. Like, I'm starting to distrust my fucking search engine. Like, I don't trust it anymore. Fuck.
There's no fucking way to disable the AI too, which is
Yeah.
complete fucking faggotry. Because it's wrong half the time.
Yep.
Especially when you're asking it on anything that isn't like basic knowledge.
Bullshit. Like what search engine do I find information? Because it's either DuckDuckGo, Google, Bing, and what else? I don't know.
My issue with all this is like my research and talking points used to be proliferated on the internet, right? You could just do a Google search and pull them up. After Trump's election, the sheer amount of censorship of information is wild. That's why
2016, bro. 2016.
That's why when I talk about it to people and I try to help people do research, I'm bad at it because I don't know how to find it.
But the thing is, also, I trusted DuckDuckGo, right? Because they're like, oh, we are anti-Google. We are the real search engine. But then they bent the knee. They
got bought by Firefox, I think.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, so then who do I trust for the legit search engine? Like, who do I trust?
Well, that's the thing. You will eventually get the answers you seek, but it'll be like page 1,000, 1,100,000.
The closest
damn it, man.
I guess you can do if you want like no algorithm might be Tor browser, but that might not even be technically true because I don't think that's how it works exactly.
Well,
Bro, I went from Chrome. I went from Chrome to Firefox to Opera to fucking Brave. Like, I just kept switching fucking browser just to get away from the whole, algorithm and certain browsers are like sold out. I don't trust Opera anymore. Right now I'm on Brave. Brave is like the legit one right now.
As much as I hate libertarians, there is a lot to be said for their belief on information control and all that. Like that, there is a lot to be said there.
Yeah, libertarians are like generally pretty retarded when it comes to states.
No, I agree. I used to be libertarian.
No offense, bro, like I am. I'm sorry. It's over. But yeah, honestly, I respect the fact that generally you guys tend to be more principled than like any other people who are more invested in politics.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Damn, zero. Are you black pill Zero? Are you done with the whole society? Like, yeah. Fuck
yeah, I'm done, bro. I don't even know what my politics are. I'm just like sad and extremely statist,
Sad boy statism.
Exactly.
There will be no speed limits in the fascist dystopia.
Exactly. So true.
Look, well, you mentioned dystopia, right? And I think a lot of people, when you talk about space and whatnot, they bring up the North Korea, how it has no lights and everything. And I just find it funny that
those photos are doctored by NASA too. They have the process published online for how they do it.
But
it is pretty bad, but it's not like that bad.
They have the tech, but they don't allow the people to have the tech. They let them suffer.
They have one, like NASA doctors it to have one little speck of light, and that's just Kim Jong Un's mansion.
Yeah. It's so ridiculous. Also, I'm gonna pull the weight for the North Koreans. Here we go. Let's go.
Oh my god, Bumpkin, don't do it, Bumpkin.
Here we go. Defend the dictator mode activated. Bumpkin is a go.
The person who likes every dictator but H-Man.
No, I like him too. I like him too. Anyways, anywho. Yeah, no. North Korea wouldn't be starving if we didn't subjugate and completely cut them off.
Who's we?
Who's we exactly? The West.
Oh yeah, that's completely true. The thing that fucked them is the fact that after the Cold War fell, Like, what do you think a small nation like that is supposed to do when their largest trading partner is literally gone in the span of a month?
Yep.
Just imagine what would happen to Canada if the U.S. was just gone and turned into a bunch of divided states tomorrow and all international trade with them collapsed. They would be having it rough, even worse than the Norks have, bro.
But
It has less to do
what?
with like, the inherent failures of communism and more just the reality.
Why don't they merge with South Korea? Because South Korea, like, even though South Korea is not perfect, but they're looking good. Why does
South Korea
the North
has
merge?
access through all these decades has had access to trillions of dollars of aid and investment. And also, they didn't get the Gaza treatment for 3 years during the Korean War. No one knows this, but we bombed like 40% of North Korean buildings and massacred, I think, like 20% of their male population during the war. It was rough for them.
Yes.
That's something that cripples nations, but even still, for like the first 3 decades, they were more prosperous than the South.
South Korea is not perfect because these God damn it, it's also lost channel. These God, these
Say it.
I want to sound racial, but I have to be careful.
These bug
These weirdos, I'm just gonna call them weirdos. These weirdos are self-deleting every day, non-stop. Delete. Mainly the men. The men are just self-deleting. They're overworked. They're underpaid. You know. And by the way, South Korea is like one of the most feminized societies on the planet. Pure feminism. It's horrible. I would not wish a man to live in South Korea. Like, you might as well just be a beta male, or not even that, gamma, omega.
I also hear like the H1, not H1B, the 4B movement, whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah.
The people against it are also kind of just fucking weird sometimes. Like, you have shit where like some guy who's like radically anti-feminist will explicitly go out of his way to sit in the pregnant woman's seat. You know, reserved for expecting mothers.
Like, the manosphere is secretly trans. Anybody from the manosphere is secretly
I
trans.
agree.
They
Also,
hate women
I used
because
to
they wanna
be
women.
I used to be once upon a time. I used to, because I was trying to find the balance, right? I'm like, I hate feminism. Where the men at? Where the lads at? Oh, we got the manosphere. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me check it out. And then a year later, I'm like, wait, you guys are slowly evolving to feminism as men. You guys are bitch made. Oh, I'm out. I'm done. See you later.
Well, the thing that we're seeing with Korea, right, is bug people managed to create a communist dystopia in the north and a capitalist dystopia in the south.
And not only the Orthodox, they became anti-natalist. Like, we don't want to get married. We want to have families. Fuck kids. We're just gonna be bachelors, f around, or just stay in a little pod, play video games in a little pod.
That's not even like the individual's fault there. That was like an explicit corporate psyop over the past 3 decades.
Yes.
Like, you talk to young Korean men, and most of them say, like, hey, if you could have any life you want right now.
They want a family.
And they're all like, I'd buy like 5 acres of land on the outskirts of the country and just have an actual family I care about.
Yeah.
But I need to go to school. I need to get a master's. I need to fucking work for Samsung or some other chaebol, or my family will shame me and I won't have a good wage. You know,
Right,
and I get it.
Literally only Samsung.
God damn it! Yeah, God damn it! Yo,
Work in the Samsung military department. You can work. In
also,
the
I can't lie.
Samsung
My phone is Samsung. My fucking TV is Samsung. God damn it.
You can work in Samsung shipbuilding. You can work in Samsung agricultural department. You can work at the Samsung hospital.
Every time I buy a Samsung product, I cry, but I still swipe the card. I'm like, yep, I'll buy it.
Like, the ultimate point where I lose face in this country is when I go out of my way to buy a Huawei instead of a Samsung.
Ah, not the Huawei. Don't do the Huawei. No.
Look, I don't care. Xi Jinping, I don't glass this country. It will be worth it in the end. Use my phone as the coordinates.
I'm buying this phone as a tracker.
Tie me to a rocket and shoot me at Tel Aviv. I am ready.
Listen, I am the ultimate Pajit. I am buying Motorola's manufactured from India. I'm a Pajit supporter. I'll buy a Motorola. I'm not
Okay,
buying
that's it's
Samsung, no
2025. That's
iPhone.
probably one of like the most controversial takes you could have. You better be careful, bro.
Bro, I thought Motorola was made in Finland. Turns out it's made in India. I'm like,
Oh
god
yeah,
damn.
they offshored a lot of their electronics production to India.
Yeah.
Finish at least. Ever since like everyone looked at Nokia and saw them try to keep the jobs in Finland, and
Yeah.
Nokia died for it. They were like, "Damn, sucks to be them." Time to also join the offshoring shit.
Sadly.
You know?
So true.
Listen, I used to be a BlackBerry loyalist. That was my favorite phone of all time. BlackBerry, the goat.
God. I remember
But
my
then
mom
Apple
giving me a
killed it,
fucking
man.
BlackBerry to like watch like shitty YouTube on growing up, or I
Yeah.
don't even know if it was YouTube. It might have just been like videos she downloaded.
Bro,
Or
bro.
The
NCIS.
boomers started calling the BlackBerry the Crackberry.
But you know, also like, my best memory with BlackBerry when I lived in the UAE, in the Arab Emirates, I had a maid, and I had a cute Ethiopian maid, right? So while she's making me dinner and stuff, she would send me videos via Bluetooth or infrared, and it was just her, fingering herself, showing her booty, and I'm like, God damn. And then she'll give me the food, right? And then she'll wink at me like, "Hey, Vanta," wink. I'm like, "Got you, bro." I used to smash that maid via BBM. I'm like, all right, let the family go to bed, and I'll come to your quarter. I'll just start hitting, bro. BBM was the OG way of dealing with women because there's no phone number. It's purely pin, BBM pin.
BlackBerry
Well-
Mobile.
Bro, it's perfect. I could walk around the mall, right? And a woman looks at me. I look at her, and she'll send me her BBN via infrared or Bluetooth. Boop, 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 boop. Easy, light work. And then BBM died, and then we had iPhone, where WhatsApp, where you have to literally give up your phone number. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm not giving you my number, bitch.
Now you just get those nudes from a random girl on an airplane because she airdropped them.
Yo, also
That's something I don't know. I've only ever had an Android. I've never known like the AirDrop experience.
Bro,
It's
you
kind
can-
of wild when you're sitting there and you get a notification, and this little this fucking 19-year-old chick's just sitting there red in the face because she just went to the bathroom and airdropped a coochie pic for the whole plane.
That's right.
And it's like
Zero.
you can tell it's her because you can see the dress and everything, and every dude with an iPhone is being like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Okay, 19's a bit cursed to do that, but like
Zero. What also just said, I had the same experience in bloody Mecca. I went to the Holy Land of Islam, Black Cube. I went there. Guess what?
Brother got
That's
the
a son
rare
of-
black cube booty pic.
Yeah, bro. By the way, when I touched that Black Cube, right, that pilgrimage Black Cube, I felt nothing. That's when I left Islam. I'm like, I don't feel nothing. Fuck this religion.
But
I'm out.
you didn't commune with the cube, right?
No, but wait a minute, Orthodox. When I went back to my hotel, as I was walking back, I got a message, right? And it was some random Saudi woman. Bro, she sent me the coochie, the booty, the whole shebang. Because Orthodox in Mecca, they have the Islamic police like don't talk to women, don't deal with women, stay away from women. Just be a man and go to the pilgrimage and go back to your hotel. I'm like, yes, sir. But some of these women in the markets and all over they are sly, bro. They are dirty, disgusting women. That's when I realized, you know what?
The minute they get caught, you're getting beheaded.
Bro, hear me out. These women are so smart. They sent it via encrypted message. They're so slick. They know how to send encrypted messages. I'm like, encrypted message, and I had to confirm. Well, what's your name? What's your date of birth? Blah 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 blah. And then when I unlocked the full message, bro, I just saw the whole coochie, pum pum,
Lifted the burqa and
titties.
everything.
Yeah,
You was expecting an ankle pick, and you was like, damn.
I saw the whole thing, bro. And I was right there in the Holy Land. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
the
that's
Holy
when you
Land.
realize that's by the way, have you ever heard of the term of hijabi? Hijabi.
No, but I can imagine it's exactly
Right.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, because you have hijabi is the woman with the scarf, right? The Muslim woman with the scarf. That's hijabi. But the hijabi is the one with the scarf, but she's a hoe. She'll do anal, she'll suck a dick. But you know what? She'll never do vaginal because she's trying to save her hymen for marriage. She's like, oh no pussy, but asshole. Okay, I'm like, okay, asshole.
Fascinating.
Wild. All right, let's watch some more of the moon landing hoax on that one, folks.
Yeah.
There is no air, therefore
Welcome to
different
Arabia,
kind
by
of
the way, Orthodox. Welcome to Arabia.
I think I need to see the Holy Land.
Yeah, I think I need to go to Arabia because it be hot.
I don't know. Something compels me. I don't
Yeah,
know what it is.
Oh man, I gotta go. I never when I was a Muslim, I never did my pilgrimage.
Hey,
Hold up.
listen, you can fake it. You just say Allahu Akbar, you know, all that. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Wear the outfit, you're good, bro. You're good.
I still got my beard and everything. Let's go.
They love the beard. The beard is the one.
An
Yeah.
Arab passport is just having a magnificent beard.
No. Oh, wait a minute. They love the American and British passport. They love it. American, British. Oh, welcome. They love that shit, bro. They love
I
the
just don't feel
American
like
and
getting
British.
stoned. I just don't feel like getting stoned because some Arab
Nah.
was like, hey.
You won't. Trust me, you won't get stoned. You won't.
Trust me, literally like 2 months from now.
Uh-oh.
Like American tourists beheaded.
Damn you, Fanta!
Listen.
Last
We
fuck Vanta.
listen. We could do a hot boy summer, and I'll be your guide.
A literal hot boy summer. A literal like it's 120
Literally.
degrees.
Sunburn and everything. It's burning.
See, no, I would see. My thing is like I love Arab clothes, so I would
Yeah.
rock Arab drip. Not gonna lie.
Also, you know how Arab men are so twisted. They wear white robes, right? Full white, but the women have to wear all black. And you know when it's like pure prime heat, the black outfit absorbs a lot of the heat. You know, you get hotter and hotter. I feel bad for the women, bro. It's evil. The men are wearing all white. You know, they're chilling, and the women are burning with that black outfit. Like
I thought
burning.
the clothes was didn't think the color was very specific because I've seen those robes and like both men and women's robes in a multitude of different colors.
No, mainly it's black and white. Like the main outfit has to be black and white. Men white, women black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back on topic.
Let's go back to space.
Ty, I hope you're still here. He brought up a point. He said he said they say almost 5 days. It took 4 days, 6 hours, and 45 minutes to get there. I mean, like, okay, even if I'm wrong on the time, it doesn't dissuade the fact of how you maneuver in space. And the fact that you're not putting the pedal to the metal the whole 5 days. You may do if you're doing that level of travel, right? You're not steering the ship. You're not putting the gas. Like you set up your maneuver, and I would say about 3 of those days is just you traveling in between the void of Earth and the Moon.
Yeah, the gap. Yeah.
It's just like for 3 days you're in the world's most isolated and peaceful goon cave.
No!
Yo.
The universe is my goon cave.
Yeah, you're going to hell for that one.
Imagine bossing a nut midway and just see that shit flying in the hallway.
Around.
Oh.
Okay, that's evil.
Dude,
I regret this now.
Space porn is gonna be so raunchy. Imagine the smell and just getting hit in the fucking face with some like vaginal cum. Some squirt just hits you in the face. Like, ah! And it's not even fresh squirt. It's like 8-day-old squirt. It's like ah!
I'd kill myself, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, open up the airlock. Just send me out into space. Just delete me.
But here we go.
Oh
Playing the video now.
God.
Where there's
Okay.
no way that a flag could blow. There's no wind to blow it. There's no air. Therefore, there's no wind. Therefore, the flag could not be rippling. Now, of course, NASA has all kinds of ways around this, saying that the planting of the flag may have caused motion ripples in it, and the less gravity on the moon caused these ripples to last longer. I don't really know if I believe that, but that's what they say to cover it up. I don't know that, but it is clearly waving, so you guys can make your own conclusion on that. Now, the next evidence we're going to look at here is the lack of a blast crater from the actual lunar module itself. As you can see where it's highlighted there, it's circled, there is no crater. Now, if you're not familiar with how these things land, they have to use a thruster to push down so the thing doesn't just come barreling in and crash. There's actually a booster blowing, huge amounts of energy out the bottom to keep this thing stable, to keep this thing from just going into it, at to counteract the little amount of gravity there is on the moon from pulling it in and crashing. But as you can see, it looks like there's no it's not been touched in any kind of way, and even like the moon is supposedly covered in like this fine like dust material. As you can see, none of that is like ruffled, none of that is like up in the air, none of that is. It looks like it's all been settled, and this thing had just landed minutes, maybe a couple hours earlier. There still should have been stuff floating. Maybe it looked like at least some kind of mark of where it was. The blaster had been blowing on it. Think about it like a helicopter taking off, and it blows things around because the downward.
This is one that me and Be Brave got in an argument on a Be Brave stream. Because we were talking about he was talking about like a 15-mile wide crater because of the lunar lander's thrust coming down, and it's like, bro, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry.
He's old and dusty. I don't give a fuck about Be Brave. Old bastard.
I don't think I met him once. I think, but it was like I left like 2 minutes later, precisely because of him.
Yeah,
It'll happen like that.
Yeah, Bumpkin is Be Brave's strongest supporter, though.
Aw, Bumpkin. Aw,
I am
damn
not.
it, man. Bro, CT literally deleted me tonight because I went against Brave. I got deleted. Yeah. Get the fuck out of the panel, Venter. Oh well.
How does that make you feel, boy?
Yeah, you know.
No, Bumpkin had some stank on that when he said it, because if you want to know the truth, Bumpkin is responsible for Be Brave.
I am.
He put that curse on us.
I did. You guys want to hear the story?
Evil.
So when Be Brave first started coming around, and he was a lot less volatile. Me and him always had our differences, but he's a lot less volatile. He's an old man. He didn't really quite understand how the technologies worked, and I felt bad about it. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This guy isn't half bad. So I'll help him out. So I took some time with him, in the back of StreamYards and stuff like that, to show him, how to join, how to turn on his camera, how to connect stuff and all that, and walked him through the steps. So if I never did that, we probably wouldn't have Be Brave.
Damn.
So I have to blame you. You created a old ass monster.
I did.
Old ass monster.
Bro, he's a demon. Brave is a demon.
Me personally, I love Be Brave to death. I think he's cool. I go on his panel all the time. I think
I like Brave, but then sometimes like you're old. Like my ageism kicks in. You're old. I'm younger than you. Don't talk to me, you old fuck. Yeah, you're old. And that's what happened tonight. Yeah, I flexed my youth and I got deleted.
Vance would be like, "Tear the pillow now."
Yeah, bro, wait. When you did Orthodox earlier, I was saying literally. I said, "You boomers need to die, boomers." I chimped out. I went full chimp. I was like, "Yeah, boomers need to die. Can you please die?" I told Ben and Brave, "Die, please die." I chimped out, bro. I hate boomers. They need. You know what? Never mind. Back to the moon and Apollo.
towards force. It's kind of like that, but or like a rocket blowing off from the Earth. It's doing the same thing, but it was just doing it, slowing it down in its descent rather than making its ascent faster. But again, that's up to you. All of this evidence. I don't want to point out anything that I don't want to put my own personal opinions in anything. I don't want you guys to draw your own conclusions. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next piece of evidence, which is this photograph, which we move to here. Now, the important thing to note about this picture is the angle of the shadows. Because there's only one light source on the moon, that being the sun, it is fair to say that all shadows should run parallel because it's all coming from that same source. But as you can clearly see, the shadow on the top rock is moving to the right, when the closer rock is moving more towards the photographer himself, and that doesn't really make sense, thinking that there should only be one light source. It should be off in the distance, and the shadows should all run parallel. This photo right here tells me, this is either some kind of anomaly, or people suggest that it may be because this was taken on some kind of film set, that the whole thing was filmed in secret here on Earth by NASA. That is the actual theory of this, but this is what they point out, that the directional ways of the shadows could not be possible on the moon. Of course, NASA has addressed this. They said that it could have been reflecting off of mountains. It could have been reflecting off of other rocks nearby, but that's kind of...
I think shadows is a bad argument. I'm not.
Yeah, I get what he means scientifically, but even if it was the case, like, I feel this image kind of looks like he smushed it himself. I'll be honest. Like, those could reasonably be in the same direction, I think, and the top half of it looks kind of crunched compared to the bottom half. I'm not willing to bet half as much, but I'm willing to put like a 25% chance on the idea that he just edited it himself here to prove a point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, right? When you're looking at shadows and you're looking at all these things, it's all about perspective and the angle that you're looking at it. It can tell a different story.
Of a cheesy, hokey answer. It's kind of like a fuck you kind of answer. I don't really know if I believe that or not. But again, I'll leave that up to you. But we're going to move on to our next piece of evidence here, which is this picture we have here of an astronaut with what appears to be a reflection of something dangling. I know it's really, really hard to see. I know this photograph is really low quality, but if you zoom in, and I'm going to try and zoom in as far as I can for you guys on this, it looks like the thing on the top right of his visor is just either floating there or suspended in some way, maybe by a cable, maybe by something hanging from a ceiling, but it's definitely nothing that should be there. There should be nothing floating, just off and floating like that. And as you can see, right below that is an actual image of a time period stage light, which roughly kind of looks like what's in the reflection in his visor. So it could possibly be a reflection coming off of him. Theory.
You know what? In the first 5 minutes, this is the first piece of evidence that they have shown that makes me go,
I don't know, bro. If maybe this is me making excuses for NASA, but that looks like one of the astronauts decided he'd do a sick flip while he was on the moon.
I mean, who wouldn't, right?
Exactly.
Bro, I just got raided in Rust testing out new stuff. What the fuck is this game, dude? I hate
I was in your Discord when you were playing Rust. I don't want to hear it. Y'all are savages. All right, you got what you deserve. You had it coming.
I was just trying to test out the new stuff that's going to drop tomorrow, and like 2 Russians rolled up and raided me, bro. I was like, what? This is a stage. There are 4 people on this server. All you raid the 3rd guy?
Stay mad, Zelensky.
Oh my
god.
Bumpkin,
you look like JD Vance. Like, yeah, look at this Vance looking N-word. Yeah, let's get him. JD Bumpkin.
All right, Black.
The funny thing is, you're the guy who insists on saying the N-word, even though I think out of all of us, you're the only one with the pass.
Yeah, I can't say it because out of respect for bloody Orthodox. Yeah, I can't say it. I can't.
I mean, he kind of has the pass. He's kind of pasty though. So
pasty. God damn it! I'm not pasty. I'm some melanin.
Bob are white. They can't say it.
Yeah. By the way, Bob earlier, me and Bob was trying to, but me and Bob just got silenced. Yeah. We can't have you elegant N-words. Yeah.
Y'all got
But yeah.
silence. What'd you and Bob get silence for?
Because we were being too real, and Be Brave was trying to be like the liberal white, you know. The dark skinned woman is exotic. Oh, the dark skinned woman is cute. And I said no, no. Bob was like no, 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 no. The dark skinned Africans, some of them look ugly as hell.
Some of them do,
And
but some
then
of them are beautiful. Most of the ones that CT posts are hot, but
not the ones he posted tonight. Orthodox, they look like
well, the
xenomorph
one he
from
posted
Aliens.
on Twitter, he said she's a 10, and like
Yeah.
her body was perfect. Her
Uh
facial
huh.
features were perfect, but she was bothered in a motherfucker. And I told him, nah, bro, that's a 7.5. It's the hair that doesn't. It's the no hair that does it for me.
I said three out of 10. She looks like a xenomorph from Alien. That forehead, the
My
angular
thing is,
shape.
one of my favorite
Mm-mm.
things to do, whether I'm hitting it from the back or I'm on top, is reach up and grab me some hair.
Yeah.
I'd be very
I
upset.
mean,
I'd be very upset if I had to reach and grab a plunger and stick in that bitch's head to yank her head back.
that's what you have the old saying, face down, ass up,
Yeah, but it's no fun if you can't reach in there and grab you a handful of hair, bro. Nah,
But yeah, I triggered some people and I just got deleted. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm out.
now, for the comedic effect, I'd keep a clean and sterile plunger, be like, and yank the plunger back. I feel like that would be funny.
Bro, so
That
some.
might be fun.
By the way, for Bumpkin and Orthodox, Somalis make the KKK look innocent. They make them look amateur. When we truly speak on blacks, you guys have no idea, bro.
It's like, when we
You
commit
have
hate
no
crimes,
idea.
y'all are minor league.
You have no idea.
When we commit hate crimes, we major league.
If I truly went off on blacks, there's no going back. I'm telling you, there's no going back. It's all out.
We need to do a stream on why Africans and Black Americans hate each other.
I wish. And by the way, you know what? I'll even bring a whole scroll like a medieval
This
European
man
N
said
word.
a scroll.
Yeah, I'll drop a whole scroll. Bro, we don't play. We play with African Americans, bro.
To bust out the scroll of Abraham and be like, hey.
Bro, it's nasty. The beef between each other is horrible. It's horrible. I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
book in the Old Testament that we just don't have access to.
Yeah,
but it explains all of it.
Yeah, only blacks and like African black people that are like near Ethiopia have access to it. Like they share it amongst the other African blacks.
Bro, there was a time you guys called us Caucasian, by the way, back in the early 1900s. The East African was once upon a time called Caucasian because of our phenotype.
We were wrong.
No, Pumpkin. No, Pumpkin. Because we have slimmer noses, soft hair, light skin. Bro, we are damn near Caucasian, bro. Sorry, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin's like, everybody makes mistakes. He's about to start hitting you with it. He's like, I'm gonna play some more of this video.
Theorists out there say that is in fact a light, or that they forgot to cover up. They overlooked that, and it is reflected in his mask, and that is a stage light, and this whole thing was staged. Again, not the greatest piece of evidence because of the picture quality. I know, I'm sorry about that, but that's just what they're dealing with today. Back in 1969, cameras weren't what they are today. But that's just a piece of evidence right there I wanted to share with you guys. We're going to move on to the next piece of evidence here, which I consider to be a huge piece of evidence. As you can see from this actual picture taken from Apollo 11, there is not a single star in the sky. It is completely dark. Where are the stars? I don't understand. NASA claimed that they were washed out on the development. There was too much exposure, everything like that, and the cameras weren't that great back then. But why can we take pictures of stars here on Earth, but we can't take pictures of stars from the moon when they should be very, very much visible? There should be not that much light, especially when you're facing this direction away from the...
Again, this is one of those things that is called by weather and having an atmosphere.
Yeah. Not to mention half the time you can't take a photo
of stars.
Of the stars on Earth, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm sorry. All the way from there, good camera angle.
I
The
mean,
Yeah.
okay, Vanta.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a mountain? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, have you ever seen
No,
a
yeah,
mountain?
yes, I did. Yes,
Like
yeah,
off in
yeah.
the distance? Like, to me, that's
No,
insane.
I actually went up. I actually went up on a mountain. I actually went up. Yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, have you, like, while you were approaching the mountain, did you see it in the distance? Looked totally
Oh yeah,
different than
yeah,
when you were up there, right?
yeah, yeah. Correct. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
And then when you actually got up there and you was able to survey the land around you,
Mm-hmm.
like,
It was. How do I say it? I felt omnipresent. Like I could see almost the whole country from till the end of the border, till the end on the other side. Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's a whole different
now,
perception.
as far as the exposure and all that goes, like,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
excuse it with weather and other things. Like, I've never been able to, with my phone, pull out and take a picture and get anything other than the North Star or the light from a 747 overhead.
Right.
So,
I mean, also I could say I was at the top of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. You know, the tallest building on the planet. I was up there, and everything under me looked like a Lego block. It looked like a Lego playground, and that those were literal buildings, but they looked like small Lego things. That's how high up I was. So for me to say, but again, that was 2011, and this image was what 1969 again.
I mean, I get the skepticism, and I'm not mad at the skepticism. It's the willing sophistry from your flat earthers and your conspiracy theories that make me mad.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you flat? I'm not flat Earth.
No,
Flat
I
Earth.
said your flat earthers, like your flat earthers, like people who, like, just because, like, we own them.
Yeah.
We own them whenever we debate, and they get
Yeah.
mad. So they're mine. I'll say my flat earthers.
I'll give you that because I don't believe in flat Earth. I believe in a whole curved planet. Yeah.
Me,
Curved
I
up.
always make the joke about Dick Earth, but people can't take a joke, so I won't make that joke. We live in Donut Hole Earth. How about that?
So
Yeah.
true.
But-
Donut hole Earth will collide with dick-shaped Venus, and the cycle will complete.
Yeah.
In the sun, there should be millions and millions of visible stars, and the theorists have theorized that NASA could not get the right sets of stars, that they were going to mess up the belts and all the recognizable star chains. Then the people were going to recognize it.
And that right there is complete and utter bullshit. That NASA was gonna make it because that NASA was gonna mess up all that. Your entire perspective changes when you're on another astral body from the stars you see. You might
I do
still
wanna-
be able to see some of them, but your entire perspective changes.
So
that's a
also,
non-sequitur.
also
I do want
the view we see right now that's daytime, right? Because you know the sun, the sun reflects on the moon, and then the moon reflects on the planet. That's why you have the upper half is like daytime,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So right now,
that-
if we're standing right there in that same position, that means the sun is on us right now, and we're watching the planet in
Well,
daytime.
the thing
Yeah.
is, the moon is tidally locked towards Earth. It doesn't spin. The
Yeah.
moon doesn't spin. Around
No,
Earth.
but the moon shines because of the sun's
Yeah. But like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the moon doesn't spin on its axis. It's tidally
No,
locked
no.
in the same position.
No, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it spins around Earth,
yeah.
but like how
It's-
the Earth spins
it's
and gives
satellite.
us a day and night cycle. The moon doesn't do that.
Yeah, no, the moon is a satellite. It's not the sun, and all the planets revolve around the sun. The universe is
All right. Well, that's where I have to stop you. All right. Look,
it's helogenic. It's
I-
helogenic.
No. I am terragenic. Okay. I believe that the
Oh,
center of
oh!
the universe is Earth. All right. All right. First off, that right there is gonna start a holy. I'm just playing.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Nah. I'm just playing.
Okay.
That this was a fake because they could overlay an image of the actual stars in relation of where they should have been, because you can actually go back and calculate that to where they are in the picture. So they decided to go without stars and just say that they were quote unquote washed out. But that's just what the theorists say. But anyway, moving on to our next piece of evidence, which is of course
that NASA
the
didn't want them
infamous.
to be docked on the moon. What the hell, bro?
So
Okay,
these
I'm
are
gonna
our
be
helium
honest.
3 deposits.
Now that he said this, I do want to say how much of this stuff he brings up of like, oh, NASA said this to dissuade the situation. How much of that is something NASA actually said, and how much of that is like his own shower arguments that he's saying are NASA's? You know,
That's
for the sake of the video.
I don't know. I'm gonna show the audience my my video clip I made for the intro for this that I didn't get to play because of the fuckery with YouTube. If you want to see, I made that intro. I made that intro for the actual conspiracy stream. I don't know if y'all got to see it, but it's kind of funny to me.
I see. I didn't see it. I don't know if it was just because I was tabbed out, but it's still on the video tab for me.
But yeah, I agree with you. I feel like he is making a bunch of straw man arguments towards NASA.
Yeah, you went full what do you call it, Freemason with the one eye triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, the Illuminati.
Oh shit! You're gonna get the you know. Oh, Orthodox is one of them. He's one of them.
Whoa there, hold on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm only 1%.
Mhm. Just saying, the one eye moving around with a triangle.
Yes,
man.
I'm a lizard person.
Sea
You know what,
rock
yeah.
picture where you can see a perfectly symmetrical capital C on this rock, which almost never, ever happens in nature. There's almost never any symmetrical kind of things like this, especially a human alphabetical letter that just doesn't happen. It could be, it could be an anomaly, it could be one in a quadrillion, but I'm not buying that personally. I feel like this is some kind of prop that is just supposed to be turned around. It's on the wrong side. The person setting it up simply forgot to turn this thing around. It is labeled, it is marked as C. Who knows what the C stands for? It could stand for anything, it could stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything, because if it was a prop, it wouldn't be done in a way to not look like a prop. Come on.
Yeah, I can't say much. Like the shadow, the position of the object, I can't say much. Because the sun could be anywhere. It could be above. It could be from the right or the left. I don't know.
Well, Tyrone, if you're enjoying the show, please like and share, especially if you got some people that would come on panel and dispute what's going on, because I'm gonna be real. It's not why can't the Earth be immovable and the sun and moon move inside. Like, it's a matter of the physiognomy of the planet, the physical features and the way the planet is. Like, are not. I guess planet's the wrong word. I guess like the heavenly body or the astral body or whatever it is.
And we can't say like what is the position of the sun? Is it in the west? Is it in the east? We don't know. I mean, from the shadow, you could say, from my point of view, the west.
Well, it's relative to us and where our
Yeah.
position is.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand is you only see the things that you see because you're in the position
Mhm.
that you're in.
Like
Right?
in this position, the sun is in the west because the shadow is facing the east.
I mean,
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
uh, well,
Like
here's the thing,
visually,
right?
visually, right now. Yeah.
We on the Earth, right? We spin in one direction on our axis, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then I don't know if we counter. I don't know if it's counter or if we spin the same way we do as we orbit the
That's
sun, and that's
that's a
why
good point.
it looks like it rises in the east and sets in the west because the way we're spinning and the way we're moving around the Earth.
I think we're spinning clockwise, not counter, just regular clockwise. It's like a regular rotation from the west to the east, east to west, and so on and so on.
It just makes sense to me because if you've ever played with like a bicycle tire growing up and
Hmm.
you spun it and you hold it, like the physics and everything just add up. I
Not
don't know how
not
to
not
else
not
explain
not
it.
not only that, even like regular physics, in the lesson, like when you learn gravity and the whole element of the whole magnet,
Yeah.
the natural rotation is clockwise, so on and so on. Counterclockwise is unnatural, is wrong, is a wrong position. So I personally believe the Earth is still spinning clockwise, not counterclockwise. Is the natural spin. So from the picture I'm looking at right now, I believe the sun is in the east
I'm gonna use
and the
Russian.
shadow is facing west
All right, Drew.
currently.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know from the picture that he's showing because
Uh,
like I don't know anything about this picture.
mhm.
I've never actually seen this picture, but I just don't think it's a prop. Like, why would they do it?
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just guessing. Yeah,
Well, Tyrone said that according to science, we're spinning counterclockwise.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with this then. Earth and the moon on the same. Bro, if the moon goes off, the moon has to go along with Earth because if the moon just goes off key, bro, we would have tsunamis all over the planet.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a science video experiment done, and not an experiment. It was a CGI video to explain what it would look like if you took all the oceans
Hmm.
and put them on the moon. Like there would be a mountain of water, like 10 times larger than Kilimanjaro,
Jesus.
bulged out going towards Earth because of the forces of gravity.
Yeah.
See,
So,
my thing is tied. Like the thing is, like I didn't know offhand which way we were spinning. So I mean, it honestly for the explanation, it doesn't matter which way we spinning because I said that we spin in one way, we spin around the way, and then we rotate around the sun, and that's how come you see the things that you see. So I may not be the best person to explain it, but this is all stuff that we've been taught since we're in grade school. So
I mean, Grayscale taught me if where. By the way, Orthodox, what way does the clock spin? Your watch or your
clockwise,
clock
clockwise.
clockwise. That's the same with the planet because it's all in sync. It's time, gravity, and motion. Yeah, it's all linked up, and the moon as well. Because again, if the moon goes off axis, we would have tsunamis all over the planet.
Well, Tyrone, I do have to ask you, and I'm not trying to be antagonistic to you specifically because I know distance is posting, but since this is about conspiracies, that's why I keep addressing you. Um, shit, I invite you to come on the panel, man, because I'm interested in what you have to say. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's indoctrination. Like what point? Like what point? Seriously, what do they gain from
Mm.
telling you the moon and the moon landing? Like, what do they gain? What is the logical
It's,
conclusion? Power
especially
or money?
when every school on the whole planet in Europe, Asia, Africa, America, everyone agrees on the same position. of the planet. I don't know.
We get a lot of this in America from blacks and boomers because
Yeah.
they don't trust the government. So anything that comes from an authority must be
Damn.
wrong.
Damn.
And they're just lying. And I'm not trying to insult or make fun. I
No, no.
I find that position, and I don't know how to say it politely, so I'll just stop there. I find that position wrong.
I can say it politely. A lot of people can be anti-government, and you have the right to question the government. But at the same time, you also have a responsibility to do your own research and admit when every single continent on the planet agree on a certain scientific evidence. Unless you like some brainiac, some super intelligent being, and you prove the whole planet wrong. But the planet agreed. Earth spins clockwise with the moon.
Earth spins right round, baby, right round.
There you go.
Sorry.
Baby, right.
Round.
Where the placement should be. They could be marked with letters and numbers to where they have to go, where the prop should go, all that kind of stuff. And it could have just been, spun around the wrong way and been overlooked. But moving on to another piece of evidence, which I feel is another great piece of evidence here, which is, of course, this famous photograph, or should I say 2 photographs that are supposedly taken on Apollo 15 on separate occasions. These were supposed to be pictures that were supposed to be taken while doing an exploration mission up on the moon on Apollo 15. They're supposed to be at least, I believe they were supposed to be taken 10 miles apart or something along those lines, 10 kilometers. I don't know, they're supposed to be taken in different times and different places, but as you can see,
those are obviously different. Those are obviously different landscapes.
Yeah.
Clearly match up perfectly. If you overlay them one on the other, those mountains in the background match in different something along those. They're supposed to be at least an exploration mission up on the moon.
Match.
Well, now me when I make shit up.
Like the one on the left, can y'all see my mouse?
Yeah.
The way it goes across, it goes straight across. This one is angled down.
Right. Yeah.
Like the one,
Time to teach geography.
The one argument could be made right here where you have this rock. It seems like you have that there, but you also don't have the bottom rock right there over here.
Yeah.
On Apollo 15, they're supposed to be at least, I believe they were supposed to be taken 10 miles apart or something along those lines, 10 kilometers. I don't know, they're supposed to be taken in different times and different places, but as you can see, they clearly match up perfectly. If you overlay them one on the other, those mountains in the background match up almost scarily perfect. 100% they match up, and that is basically what theorists have come to point out, that this is just a set in a movie that NASA was shooting, and they were just kind of fucking too lazy to change the backgrounds. To be honest with you, that's kind of a cheesy, stupid way to do it. If you're gonna lie to the whole world, I think you can splurge on getting an extra background moon dropping set. Just saying, NASA. But there's one last thing I want to touch on just while this is rolling. I know people are gonna point out. There's one more thing I wanted to touch on, and that is
because if you look at this dirt and regolith right here, it's literally the same as right here. So he just took the Apollo picture. That is wild.
The little gravity, or the lack thereof gravity, where they in the videos you see the astronauts experiencing what appears to be like, I believe it's 1/6 the Earth's gravity. I believe, could be wrong, but as you can see here, he's galloping along, kind of just looking like he's floating. And people say, well, how could they fake that? Well, that's very simple. There's supposedly suspended by a chain system and a pulley, and there's lots of evidence out there. And I could not find any good evidence, evidence, but I could not find any good videos of it that wasn't copyrighted protected. So I'm sorry I couldn't show that to you guys, but there are videos out there you guys can see. So make sure you guys are googling them, and let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think they actually landed on the moon or not? I would love to hear you guys' opinion on this. But that's all the time we have time for this time.
That's what I don't understand. Why lie? Let's get in. Let's discuss it. What do they have to benefit from lying?
More funding.
Fair.
for the spacecraft. Yeah.
Fair.
Mhm.
But if they're already funded, what do they have to lie about? Because they're already funded. They're
thing
already
is, it's like this is not just like your average government bureaucrat. This is the aftermath of the Soviets largely outperforming us in the space race. You're not just hired to NASA on principle of like this is going to be a high paying job, because with the degrees you got, there are higher paying jobs than NASA. It's a program of national prestige, and there's
Good
that
point.
motivation, especially in the context of the Cold War, which to some extent people are willing to put aside petty like funding arguments. I think, at least, you know.
I mean, we realized that the past week, everyone's gung ho against Russia. So they're probably like trying to prep for a certain war. Yep. Do some research. Use some scientific technology while getting funded to boost up the military-industrial complex. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I think it's a good question. Like, why are we still here with this bloody NASA program? Like, why?
I mean, they still do a lot of work. They're basically in charge of a lot of like meteorology studies, not just in terms of like going to space and whatnot, but managing like what we know about the weather down here on Earth
Okay.
and stuff pertaining to that. That's still largely in their hands, and they pioneered a lot of the research. And that's a technology that it comes into use for our day-to-day lives.
I agree, because you also have to keep an eye on, because again, we have certain comets and asteroids that kind of get by on the planet, like almost hit us, but they get away with it. And then one day maybe they'll get us. Like, we have to keep an eye out, make sure the measurements are right, calculations, prepare. I get it. However, space program trying to go to a moon or Mars, nah, not worth the fund. Not worth it.
You think
Give it
that?
to Elon. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, now that we've done the initial government research, because all major technologies have been funded by governments throughout history, right? Like, it is not profitable for an individual or a corporation to pioneer
No.
that level of technology. So now that we have the technology, something like NASA should exist on like a military and scientific level. But as far as a space exploration and colonization level, no, it should be military bases and science installations, and that's it. And then like everything else should be public.
A smart leader would invest in the most efficient projects. If X is the way forward to go to Mars or the moon, then invest in X. Get rid of NASA. NASA, you're done. You're old, dusty. Goodbye.
So that's
Finito.
the libertarianism in you coming out. Uh-oh.
I mean, yeah, because I don't want to. I don't like money going to waste. Taxpayer money.
But
By the way, again,
that's
this is
the thing,
taxpayer
man.
money.
That's the issue. That's why a lot of these industries have to be subsidized because there's no profit in them to begin with. There's no market for them, and people will go, "Well, if there's no market for them, da da da." But that's the thing. Like, when any new product, there's no market for it. There was no market for the telephone. There was no market for the car. It was only through investment in infrastructure that those markets were created.
Also, there's a reason why the mission to Mars worked, because people had belief. They saw airplanes in World War II, World War One, etc., etc. They're like, okay, we saw planes flying in the sky. How about we take it to the stars? And they planned it out from as soon as World War II ended. America was like, you know what? Here's the next project. We're gonna make the people believe. We defeated the Nazis. Now we're gonna go to the moon, and they planned out 20 years until 1969. They're like, yep, we're going to the moon. That was the goal, and humanity was like, okay, we defeated a fascist empire, and now we can go to the stars. But guess what happened after that? We went back to square one again. What happened after 1969? Back to square one. Poverty. Listen, I did my research. America was ugly in the 70s. It was an ugly country. Poverty, darkness, drugs.
Hey, you watch your
Gang.
fucking mouth. I'm just
No, bumpkin. Be careful now. You're younger than me, young boy. Listen to
You're
me.
younger than me,
All right.
young boy. At least I'm
Young
a
boy.
person. I
And
know.
then the 80s, the reason why America became big in the 80s because the Cold War happened, and America's like, you know what? We need to convince the planet capitalism is the way. So what do you guys do? You promoted a bunch of bullshit, right? With cheap labor, by the way, cheap labor. That's why you guys have cheap labor till this day. Thank you, Reagan. Right?
Yeah.
Because you guys trying to prove to Russia America's better. Communism is death. Capitalism is the future. And you had a bunch. Look at your favorite movie, Back to the Future, Rocky,
Not
Terminator, fucking bro. It was all propaganda. Looking back, it was all propaganda, trying to make the future look amazing. Like, oh,
No, yeah.
we are
Pretty much
futuristic.
it never was, bro.
I know, but
As
that's what
UFOs
America did. America sold the fake image of the future. Oh, future's amazing.
All right, so
And here we are, by the way, here we are today. Fucking, we all broke. We're on YouTube watching a moon
watching the moon
video.
landing, the moon, the man.
Thank you, Reagan. Thank you.
So
Yeah,
so,
Reagan was bad, but
so next topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Are there aliens on the moon? I gotta ask. What do you think?
Yes.
You think there's
Yes. Yeah. Wait. On Earth or on in the universe?
like no, not the universe. It could be Earth, the moon.
I would say yes on a galactic level, but right now here on Earth, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, fair. Well, I got a little bit.
What's you, bumpkin, boy?
Oh shit! The role reversal.
oh, I'm sorry. What was that? I don't speak to subhumans.
No. As your elder, I'm an elder, bumpkin.
Yeah,
What
you
do
have
you
to be
say,
a
young
human
blood?
to be elder. You have to be a human to be
Oh my
elder.
god! All right.
Damn. Okay.
What about
I love
See
I love
everything.
I love age shaming Zoomers. Zoomers, you little kids.
How shameless
baby.
we are.
Poor baby.
You know what, Ty? I actually agree with you. Ty said if there are aliens, I think they are in the Antarctica or the ocean. I think they're in the ocean. I
Ooh.
think that's what the lost city of Atlantis was.
Well, Okay.
Mm.
If they're on the Earth, then they're not aliens, so aren't they? They're just like hidden.
Well, that's the thing. Extraterrestrials. Whenever we say aliens, we mean extraterrestrials.
Right.
I mean, if that's the case, would you say like the Aztecs were aliens then? Because to us they were an
Hyperboreans.
unknown world.
Hyperborean.
I mean, fair, but I'm talking about the colloquial term, like extraterrestrial,
Yeah.
alien, like the modern term, like.
Yeah, I realize.
otherworldly.
Yeah, I am being a bit like actually here. So
Actually, you're definitely. It's okay, dude. You're funny. I'm gonna grab some water if y'all want to discuss, because I think he brings up a good point with USO. I can play the video actually.
Yeah, I want zero. Break it down, Zero. Break it down for us. Tell me.
which part specifically?
Talk slow, because the Somalians not gonna be able to understand.
Oh
you.
my-
Fuck you,
God.
bumpkin, bastard.
Man's holding nothing back now.
So Somalians talk
He had
too
too
quick.
much
We
frustration on Russ,
understand
so he
quick.
has to take it out, on his Untermensch.
No. I'm Ubermensch. I'm an Uber pirate. I am an Ubermensch pirate.
Please don't make me do this.
Alright,
Please don't make
alright,
me do
alright,
this.
So, Jero, you can start this one off.
Yeah.
So, you wanna give your take on aliens, and then we'll go
Yeah.
with
Aliens-
Vanta and then Bumpkin.
No,
The thing
Bumpkin and then Vanta. I want to hear Bumpkin first before me.
Okay.
The young blood. Yeah.
So, like, here's my thing with aliens. Like, I think it's an inevitability that biological life, technically exists outside we've already seen traces of it when we go to like we've sent drones out to basically the poles, the ice caps of Mars, and we found we're not sure how dubious it is, but we found basically products and like substances that are only created by the aftermath of life, as far as we know. And although we don't find any traces of the organisms themselves so far, the hypothesis that I'm leaning into is like any planet that hosts water will to some extent host life at some point or another. Now, if you want like life that forms like multicellular, like plants and animals, or especially civilizational life, you're going to run into a lot more issues with that. There's probably some planets out there that have like plant life and whatnot. But I think the factors that lead to making a life that can create civilization, not even just civilization as we know it, but a civilization that can organize itself and conquer its own planet, there's a lot more factors that go into that than we possibly anticipate. Because even by the metric of the universe, there's a lot of things that makes Earth stand out. Beyond just the Goldilocks zone, there's the fact that we have like, I think the third or second biggest moon in the entire solar system, which is absolutely insane to think about given we only have one of them compared to others, including gas giant planets, which have over a dozen. But we have the massive moon that's able to basically stabilize our orbit. Otherwise, we'd just be a mess constantly. We wouldn't have a stable temperature. We wouldn't have the Goldilocks zone. And you also have the fact that a lot of the planet has a lot of iron in it. Like most rock planets, I don't remember how true this is actually, so feel free to fact check me on it. But most rock planets that orbit closer to their sun tend to be made of like silicate and carbon and lighter materials, and don't really have as much diversity in terms of the elements that possess them. But or that they possess, not that possess them. You know what I mean?
Come on,
I know
Bunkin.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Carry on.
Yeah. Earth has a lot more things that make it unique, not just for life, but for planets in general, than I think we initially realized, but I think we're starting to realize on an academic level, and eventually will trickle down to the public conscience. So, like, as long as water exists, I think life will exist abroad, but I don't know. What leads to life developing from there gets exponentially more unlikely to piece together. In terms of like there eventually being another planet that can have that kind of civilizational life, probably in the whole universe, I think it's also an inevitability with how fucking massive the universe is, and also how I think God would work. But
Carry on.
them possibly getting into contact with us, which is obviously like a big point of contention, they'd be running into the same issues that we do in terms of like space travel. How do you go faster than light anywhere? Because even if you're like, as fast as light can take tens of thousands of years to get from one place to the next in the universe. Maybe the tech will exist. Imagine telling someone from like 2,000 years ago, or even just 400 years ago, that we would be able to physically go to the moon. The tech would be unthinkable. So maybe the tech doesn't exist. It's just unthinkable to us.
Imagine telling someone from the 1800s would go to.
Yeah. And they even have the context of like seeing the first flights towards the tail end of that.
No. By the way, in the 1400s, like a lot of during the Renaissance era, they believed humans can get there, but they didn't have the tech. They didn't have the tech back then, but they believed in it. Galileo, Leonardo da Vinci, they believed humans could go to the stars, but they didn't have the tech.
There is something about the human spirit that makes us want to reach for the stars.
And you know what? I'll even be charitable because everyone knows I'm a little bit of a racist. Even in African communities and Aboriginal communities, you find histories of them talking about going to the stars. So it is an innately human trait.
Yeah.
Yes, we look at the stars.
Like, God created the earth as a cradle, but a baby doesn't stay in their cradle forever.
This is why I stopped being an atheist, because you realize the arrogance to say, oh, we just came out Big Bang. Oh, Big Bang. No, there's something deep, and I can feel it in my soul. You can feel it in your soul. We all feel it in our soul there's something more out there. There's something bigger.
Vanta,
You
you
feel
said,
it.
Quick
you
thing I
said in
wanted-
the comments you were scared of the ocean. I'm also afraid of the ocean.
Yeah, bro. Oh my
Let's
god.
watch some ocean
Let's
videos.
not. No.
Let's watch some ocean
No!
videos.
You gotta get Orthodox to do like a Subnautica playthrough.
Oh my god.
Fuck no.
You know, we could do a Subnautica playthrough. We can do multiplayer. We can do multiplayer in
Oh,
Orthodox.
that has
If
multiplayer.
somebody buys me the game, I'll play it. And that's the only way.
I think
I'll play
Subnautica 2 has multiplayer, yeah.
I'm just gonna watch because I know there's some demonic shit.
it. No, bro, it's evil. They have literally Leviathan class.
Yeah.
Bro, I will
Okay,
never. I will never play Sonata. I will
Yeah,
never.
it's gonna be such like a it's gonna be such
Bro,
like a
bro,
different
we
perspective
only
stream, bro.
discovered 5% of the ocean. 5%.
And you're
I
already
wanna-
scared. And you're already scared.
NASA was started to explore the oceans. You know that, right? They found something. Was like, let's get the fuck out of here.
No.
Okay, if I may, I'll let you guys finish about the ocean, but I want to talk about the thing you mentioned about the Big
Yes,
Bang
sir.
quick.
All right. Go ahead. Because I was just gonna make jokes about how I'm a pussy about when it comes to the ocean.
Me too.
Vanna, did you want to say something? Or?
Shark.
No.
sharks,
I was trying to say
sharks.
I'm a pussy too, like Orthodox.
Just imagine you're just swimming in the deep blue ocean.
Oh, dude,
For
sharks
some
don't scare
reason-
me. When I was in Florida, I swam with sharks.
Oh yeah, sharks are kind of like they're made intimidating, and I exclusively blame Jaws for this. But they're kind of like dogs in the ocean. Like every time divers go down, they just like the sharks will like swim up to you curious, and they just let you pet them. And we actually taught them to like, basically. I think in Guatemala, there's a big issue with the fish being an invasive species. So the divers will just straight up go down there and kill as many of them as possible. And they taught the sharks to eat them. And the fish is poisonous to us unless you prepare it a specific way. But the sharks are fine with it. So now those sharks have been teaching the other sharks to eat the invasive species. And, you know.
Is there no animal we cannot tame? Is there no animal we cannot
See,
tame?
Bumpkin.
Dolphins
Now
invented
you're
a
being
bucket
arrogant,
fish.
Bumpkin. That's the arrogance of humanity.
That's the
Don't be
arrogance
arrogant.
of the white man.
Yeah, bro, if you would have told me we tamed a shark, I'd been like, nah, that thing's still gonna eat you, nah. But apparently not. I know we tamed dolphins.
Dolphins
How-
are
how many
wild,
humans
'cause they'll
died to
just
tame
as
the
much
dolphin?
like flay you alive if they got the chance as they will cooperate with you.
Dolphins are rapists. I am not
They
a fan
are.
of dolphins. I am
Yeah,
not
they
afraid
are,
of
bro.
dolphins. I think dolphins should be summarily executed.
Well, no, but they'll do the same thing though. They'll help fishermen fish. They'll like a group of dolphins will like swim around a
Yeah,
group
and
of
then
fish.
they'll grab a baby fish and use it as a fleshlight.
Don't
Whatever-
say have the highest IQ compared to humans.
And they're the most
Yeah,
grapey. They're the most grapey
yes.
species.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They're
whatever they
fucking
do with the
wild.
fish that we give them after they do that, it's none of my business, you know? That's the animal kingdom, buddy. That's the animal
not
kingdom.
The animal kingdom. That is evil level of intelligence. Dolphins are capable of
I
evil.
want to see Bumpkin in the movie Waterworld. I want to see him survive in that fucking in that bloody
In Waterworld,
water. Yeah,
I don't,
Costner.
nah, bro. That's my nightmare.
I would for sure. I mean, I grew up next to the water, so like I know how to.
Bumpkin would be one of the smokers, like the renegade.
I would be the king of the smokers. Are you fucking serious right now? Yeah, my ancestor would be that. What are we talking about, bro? Oh, the entire world's water. Let's cry. No, nigga, we get to be pirates forever.
And then you have the one guy who can swim. Like, yeah, take me to the mainland. Take me to the mainland, you bastard.
I want to see dry land. What are you talking about? We get to pillage forever.
There.
Pillage what? There's no land.
Other people's boats.
And you know they recycle your own piss. Like you have to drink your own piss. Ugh. God.
I mean, most pirates were just like perma drunk because that was the only way you could make sure what you were drinking was sterile.
That's
Because
not
if you were
true
just,
though.
like,
That's not
having
true though. 'Cause
anything that
it
was
still
80 feet
rains
from
in the ocean, guys.
But the rain, like for how long? The little drippity drip.
The storms for a lot longer because storms only grow weaker once they come to land.
Well, but the storm, I think that the storm is trying to ruin your whole ship. It's trying to delete you. Trying to
Well,
survive.
Depends on how big the ship is.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. See, first off, you would at that point you wouldn't even have ships or boats. You would have city-sized rafts.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Bro, I am not a descendant of the sea people. All right, fuck that.
Me too. I hate. I still can't swim. I went to a lot of swimming lessons. I still can't swim. I'm not of the sea. I'm a land N-word. Yeah.
And in
You're a
Waterworld,
land lubber.
the thing about Waterworld is like the Earth goes in cycles, right?
I
So
don't
the whole-
remember.
the
I never
whole-
watched it. I just
The
know
whole
the names.
concept that like
It's a great film, to be fair.
the ice caps are gonna melt, everything's gonna be covered in water, right?
Mhm.
Eventually, the Earth is going to go into another freezing cycle, and shit's gonna freeze.
And Bumpkin, that's how the Native Americans went from Central Asia to the Americas.
Nah,
via the
King,
Bering
nah, we was here and
Strait.
shit.
Don't
We was
talk
here
FBA.
and shit.
Don't talk FBA.
We
Don't
was
talk it.
here
Nah,
and
bro,
shit.
the
You know
Moors
what I'm
were here
saying?
during the Ice Age, alright?
Nah, man, we were the Moors. We made the Ottoman Empire and shit.
Bumpkin. How bad is it when a low IQ Somalian tells the FBA, hey, the natives just came from Central Asia via the Bering Strait? They're like, no, we was here. We was natives and shit.
We was
I'm like-
natives and shit.
I'm like, a low IQ Somalian is telling the reality of life.
Oh my god, dude. Makes you want to fucking throw
So,
my head through a wall.
there was a movie where they were exploring the ocean and they found like an extraterrestrial species that were like
Yeah.
marooned on the bottom of the ocean, and they had adapted over thousands of years, and they could use their psionic ability to like control the ocean. And like one of their powers, like, 'cause we were about to nuke them, the divers that found them were gonna nuke them, and like they literally had a like 2 times the size of Mount Everest like tsunami just sitting there,
Ah.
pointed at the city, just sitting there like, alright, bet, do it, I dare you. And I'm like, yeah, I think we can live in peace. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, nah, I think we good. It was like,
Uh-oh. I accidentally made my Brave big screen, and I can't make it not big screen.
I think
What's up?
extraterrestrial. Okay, Ty brought up a good point a while ago. Extraterrestrial means more land. I think they're hiding more land. And then he said, what is the reason for Antarctica Treaty, and why can't they explore anymore after Admiral Byrd did?
Ooh.
Because we would have put nukes on that shit, bro.
Yeah, Antarctica is like the last untouched environment and continent by man. Me personally, I think you should look into New Swaziland, because I think that has something to do with it. But,
Oh yeah, the first people to try that shit was Nazi Germany with New Swabia.
Also, I have a theory. What if Antarctica is the American version of the Samson option, where if the whole planet just goes full retard, let's go all out, all military nukes from Antarctica and just delete the whole planet? Because you know Israel,
Yeah. Honestly,
Israel has.
my-
By the way, I love the
Sorry.
nation of Israel. Just to confirm.
Here's
I love the nation of Israel, but they have the Samson option, where if Israel gets deleted, they will take out everybody in the region. Gone.
do you want to know? Want to know what birds see, Ty? Admiral Byrd saw this. A whole bunch of nothing.
And he makes amazing fish fingers. Because I buy Admiral Byrd fish fingers from the store.
Well, no, like Antarctica is like there's a permanently manned research station in Antarctica.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a fact.
there's
You can
still
actually
shit
see
that
it.
goes on there. It's just
Yeah.
under international jurisdiction.
Yeah.
It's not like they all agreed to just leave it alone completely. It's just states' work cannot be conducted there.
Yeah, you can
Right.
colonize it.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's not conspiracy. You can actually see it. It's like they have actual headquarters.
You can go
a
there if you can
settlement.
afford a ticket.
Yeah.
You can literally go there. You don't
Yeah,
have
Yeah.
it's really interesting actually. Like, there's people who have been working there for years, if not decades, and they seem to be developing their own accent, if only slightly, but still.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my schizo thing is like, I want global warming to continue so that we can crack open the last continent, and that is where I will make my people's homeland. Okay? Autistic rhodesia will happen when the flowers bloom in Antarctica.
Well, no,
Okay.
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You're talking about a continent that's as big or bigger than Africa.
Mm.
That it never gets dark, but it's cold.
Oof.
Not only does it not
I'll be
get
back
cold,
up on the panel,
you
boys.
get sunburn there more than any other place on the planet because it's all white. It's deadly freezing, but because there's nothing to actually absorb the sunlight that hits the ground, it still reflects back up into your face. So you could be having your own frostbitten fingers still getting sunburned at the same time.
So you just want a future of vampires with cockazoids. Just the white.
Yes, we're gonna be playing Frostpunk in real life. Okay, that is the true test of my people.
Well, see, now, here's the thing. Like, the colonization of Antarctica would be very difficult, but once you get it started, it wouldn't be hard at all.
Oh yeah,
Because like the thermal, the first off, the wind energy available there, the natural resources that they found there. Like, the only difficult thing would be feeding people, and then with the advent
food.
of biodomes and like greenhouse technology,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be hard. But
yeah. It's
Bob
like
just said he'd be back, so we will start watching the UFO videos.
As UFO sightings continue to rise worldwide, skeptics are now turning into believers. Strange crafts of all shapes and sizes are being spotted globally, leaving witnesses dumbstruck and even terrified. The recent UFO sighting right over the United States Capitol not only shocked onlookers but also goes to show that the aliens are not afraid of showing themselves to us.
Look at that.
From
CT would say that that's beautiful.
Oh, look at that beautiful Sudanese woman from East Africa. Look, she's tall. She has the head of xenomorph. Lovely. God
that
damn
the
it.
aliens are not afraid of showing themselves to us. From UFOs forming an infinity symbol over Russia, to an orb in Ibiza darting off at lightning speed, these crafts defy logic and every law of physics that we know of. Once thought to be limited to circular flying saucers, the UFOs now being recorded tend to challenge every preconceived notion. Could this mean that multiple aliens
They make the argument for aliens while using the fakest footage of UFOs possible. It makes me laugh.
Bro, look at that neck. That neck is long. That's what we call deep throat.
What that neck do?
alien species
Deep
are
throat.
visiting Earth?
Gobble gobble.
And if so, how can we distinguish between benevolent civilizations and those with harmful intent? For now, let's dive into 5 UFO sightings from around the world that will shock you to the core. Welcome to Lab 360, it's time to explore. Number 1, UFO seen over Pakistan. When you talk of UFO sightings that have happened over the continent of Asia, countries like Russia, China, and India take the top spot. Mostly because being the 3 biggest countries in the continent, they obviously cover large land masses, and hence the possibility of UFO sightings in these countries goes up considerably. But this particular sighting surprisingly took place in Pakistan, where UFOs have been showing up a lot in the last decade. This sighting took place high up in the sky on January 23, 2021.
A Muslim alien.
A team
Oh
of
my
commercial pilots were on a routine passenger flight from Lahore to Karachi, when they spotted a mysterious object outside their window. The pilots noticed a bright orb right in front of them, over the city of Rahim Yar Khan. On focusing the camera, you can clearly see a shiny metallic sphere. No commercial drone can fly at an altitude of about 40,000 feet, so this metallic sphere was definitely not man-made. This UFO very much resembles the multiple metallic spheres that have been spotted by other pilots. Like the sphere seen moving in a forward direction in Colombia.
have these people never heard of weather balloons?
Absolutely not. I love the UFO debate because I actually believe in aliens. And I do believe that they do run experiments on us and they do check us out. Whether they're evil, benevolent, good, is like up for debate. But
So
I
when
also
sorry, carry on. My bad.
I
Yeah.
also love the fact that anytime you see a UFO, it's like a really easy explanation, and people are like, "Nah, bro, no, no, it's the devil."
So you actually believe in aliens, like real talk? You actually believe in alien,
Yeah, I do. I believe in extraterrestrials.
like right here on planet or on in the galaxy and the universe, like outside? Are they
Definitely,
here?
definitely outside. The question if they're
Mm,
here, that's the conspiracy or not.
mhm,
That's the question. Have they visited us? I do think that they visit us. Are they here, like living amongst us? That's where it gets a gray area for me.
mhm.
No pun
Among
intended.
Us?
But
Well,
I agree with you on the outside, because outside we can't be the only arrogant beings on the galaxy or the universe. There has to be life out there. It has to be. Has to be. If we're here, then someone else is out there. It has to be.
I'm gonna be real. I just realized it's getting late, so I'm about to wind it
oh shit!
down.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's getting
We,
I'm
we,
gonna.
real
we we
late.
went full retard. My
Yeah,
bad.
we went full funny fun.
I mean,
But
that's what the point of the stream was. I don't particularly mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I have one viewer, whether it be Tyrone, Distant, Vanta, my my friend Zero, my friend Bo,
Mm-hmm.
like
Well, just maintain it, Orthodox. Just keep going. Keep going.
yeah, I'm gonna
Don't
do these
don't don't worry about the
streams.
viewers. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Well,
They'll come.
I'm
Yeah.
trying my best to up my production quality, but
Yeah.
like I don't really have time to do research because I'm trying to find work. So I don't have time to actually do anything other than the basic, like set up a StreamYards and all that.
Mm.
So I am trying to make videos, like actual videos, like find assets online and make things for the stream so people are more entertained.
I mean, I have a tip. Like, if you have a Discord, you can designate. Like, you just tell anyone that like, just give me any story and send it your way. Like, you can tell me, hey, Vanta, can you find an interesting story? I'm like, oh, cool, I'll find it for you. Send it your way and put it in your docket for your stream.
Speaking of,
Hmm.
I do have a Discord and you haven't joined yet.
Wait, really? Oh, okay. I had no
When
idea.
when you asked for the link, I wasn't able to post it because I was retarded, and I didn't realize that Discord automatically like you have to click the disabled button
Mhm.
because it'll automatically hide anything from showing up on stream. But yeah, I
Okay.
post the link in there. If you click on it, and I did see your messages, by the way, Distant Light. I appreciate it, but I couldn't show that stuff on stream.
Just the light. Hit the link, bro. Hit the link. Join the Discord.
He's in the Discord. He's in the Discord.
Oh, he's in the. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
There you
I
go.
think
I'm
I'll-
gonna
just
probably head
made
to
you-
bed now, but it was a great night with y'all.
Actually, I want to talk to you after the stream. There's something.
Okay, gotcha.
It revolves around our project. It's very short. But
Go ahead,
Vanta, any last
Yes, sir.
thoughts?
No, that was it. Like, I was hoping for you to like say, yeah, I got Discord. Just you know what? Just keep doing your thing. Who cares about the topic? Just make up your own topic. Have fun with it. Bring people in, and just have fun, bro. Just have fun, bro. Like, don't you're getting started on YouTube. You got 100+ subs right now. Shout out, and just have fun. Just have fun. Yeah.
I gotta carve my own niche out.
Yeah, it could be conspiracy. It can. Okay, my one warning to you is not the small hat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. maybe on Rumble, maybe on a different platform. We could talk about the small hat. Why not YouTube? Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
not
yeah, but yeah,
No.
man. Yeah, I'm about to shout to you. Wait, how do I say your name? Is it Zero
Zero.
or Zero?
Like the S in treasure.
That's what it is. Zero.
Dro.
Zero. Oh, Zero.
Yeah, like treasure or vision.
Vision. But with the
Based on,
RO.
your game Stellaris.
Got you.
Yeah, it's
you.
the magical
Zero.
space drug from Stellaris.
Yeah. Yeah, I apologize. I was trying. I was trying to adapt.
No worries at all. I don't mind, bro. I'll be honest. I kind of just came up with this on a whim a few months back.
All good, bro. But yeah, that's me, Orthodox and Giro. Yeah, that's me.
Before you go, I have to show everybody.
Oh.
I have to show everybody you and Giro's
God damn it.
Username in
don't show mine on the Discord yet. I have something to do with it.
I'm not showing it on Discord. I'm talking about on the StreamYard panel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Xi Jinping, the pronouns. And let's see here. Vanta's is say the 14 word.
Yes.
Oh.
And by the way, don't say it real time. Don't say it. Don't say it.
All right, y'all. The stream is winding down. Thank y'all for joining. Now I'm gonna turn the music up.
Yeah. Thank you, Orthodox, and thank you, Giro.
It doesn't matter. I get what you mean.